We live.
There might be niggas from Saudi Arabia. Okay. Might be niggas from Saudi Arabia on that list too.
Yeah, there's famous people, musicians, everybody's in there.
So, well, I'm just hold on, one second, ladies and gentlemen, hold on, in my live, there you go, wait. Here you go, stream live. Right.
Okay, YouTube rules.
Yeah, you on YouTube.
It's July. The Switch 2 actually getting some games this month.
What they getting?
They getting the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4, Patapon 1+2, the Donkey Kong, the Wandering Village, Shadow Labyrinth, Monument Valley, WWE 2K25.
Yeah.
That Super Mario Party Jamboree, and the No Sleep for Konami date, and the Wild Hearts is
the Wild.
So they finally getting some games. Man. I think the Donkey Kong gonna be fire, but other than that, man, you only had Mario Kart. There was really nothing else to play on that shit. That's the only game they released. So I'm just saying, like, that shit is crazy.
Everything else just a remaster.
Yeah, not even a remaster. They just this is just some of the games you can the Switch will help it run a little bit better. Yeah, but for $80.
You know what's gonna be crazy, J-Dub? The Switch 2 is gonna get more support than the Xbox. That's what's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, the X. Listen, I think some people in denial, but let's face it, man, the Xbox out of there. They shouldn't even be.
Yeah, did you watch that Moore's Law is Dead shit?
No, so okay, so what happened? So what happened? What I missed? What part of that? What happened?
The Moore's Law is Dead. He had what's his name from Sacred Symbols on there.
Okay.
And they were talking about everything going on with Xbox and everything. And then he did an edit because he talked to people behind the scenes, and they're even calling it a PC because they were asking if there's dev kits. And they said, no, it's a Windows device. And then he talked to his other buddy who's an actual developer, and they said that you're not going to get any emulation past the Series X and S because of the contracts.
Okay.
Because it's a specific contract.
Yes, they're not, you bootlegging it then. You bootlegging it. Yeah.
If they move it to PC, they're breaking a contract and they would be sued by all those third parties. So, yeah, it's just a bit, that handheld, even behind the scenes themselves, they are calling it a fucking PC.
Oh, it is.
And it was in.
Because everything about it plays the PC version of game. That's just literally.
No, well, here's the thing. Like I said before.
And here's the other thing. He said nobody else is saying this. He's like, when Lisa Sue said that there's no more custom silicon and they're doing Radeon and Ryzen, that means they're using off-the-shelf laptop parts. They're not doing a custom silicon.
But here's the thing, though.
It's not a console.
Yeah, well, not even so much that. So to make a console, you have R&D, and that takes years. They got rid of the hardware,
millions of dollars.
So listen, so when they were saying that, hey, we're getting a little better. Moving a little bit there. They was like that Microsoft was on the hand. That was just they leak out their own rumors in the talk. So no, we decided against. So we gonna look at it. They were never making no goddamn handheld. There's not gonna be no console. Who's making it? There's no dev kits. So all that he say, there's no gamer left behind. No digital you can take. Well, you're not doing hardware anymore. Like, what's this to make? I'm gonna make some hardware. I'm gonna be making hardware. Like, that's your. Wait, hold on here, man. Jerome, listen, what sense does that make? Like, that doesn't, like, who's, like, no, it doesn't work that way. Like, what are the specs? Whatever, like, you don't, nah, like, that's just not how the console stuff works. They're gonna have a PC.
And there's no dev kits because there's no. It's not a console. They said it's a Windows device, just like.
We already in 2025. You probably had a PS6 was 2027, right? It takes about 4 years or so to make a console. The R&D, regular devs, they don't just do it in a year and a half.
That's why you're seeing PS6 dev kits. That's why you're hearing about it now.
Absolutely.
You're hearing about it right now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It'll come out in 3 or 4 years.
We're going to, probably about the next 6-7 months, next week, we're going to get some shit from Foxconn. Come out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just up.
Wait, are you saying technology isn't going to keep moving along just because Xbox is going in another, are you saying that it's not going to just stop?
That's the end of gaming.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, even, I guess
that's what they act. They act like if Xbox not around, like that's the end of gaming. And
and it's the whole industry, and it's not. It's just Microsoft. That's it.
Yeah. So what the Game Pass thing? Hold on. Sorry, wait a second. Let me treat this up with Dan. Hold on. I'm just talking. Hold on.
Because it's that concept, and trust me, over the last 20, it's incredible how far we've come in like cloud gaming and the digital, gaming
digital
and shit.
Stores.
Yeah, all that. It's incredible, but like even if you put out some shit and people get on this streaming and shit, the other technologies, they don't just stop. Like people still want the best experience, and you want no lag, and the hertz goes up in fucking televisions, and the quality of television goes up, so you got to need more power, and just on and on. Like the idea that it's just going to stop just because you can stream a couple games through a TV.
Did gaming stop when the Dreamcast went away and Sega got out of there?
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying? Life goes on.
Even during the crash, when it crashed, it still kept on going.
And also mobile phones didn't replace handheld gaming.
No,
it's just a different form of handheld gaming.
I don't. It's real game. I guess
not a replacement. It's just a different.
It's not a replacement for the gaming that we play. It's you're sitting in a doctor's office fucking around. That's what that's for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. What else?
I'll play Tetris over cloud. Yeah.
I mean, I ain't really gonna game myself. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, though, it's like I said, we got these Game Pass numbers coming out too. I guess so. He was. Hold on a second. Hold on. If I tag you guys on Twitter, you'd be so kind to retweet it.
When you pull that up, I'll shout out the names. We got Furious Legacy Gaming in the house, Jackknife, Navenzor, Gorilla, Classic 153 was good, my good brother. We got Barrios, Tweezy the Wolf, Furious Legacy Gaming in the house, Roman Gomez, J Doggy, OC615 in the house, Lunchi, I see you, my brother.
My brother.
Ghostface, my brother Ghost. T Beckett in the house. We got Top Gunner Boy in the house. What's good, my brother? Donald Cowie, Blaze RPT in the house. Connor Garrity, what's good, my brother? Dynamite J in the house. Pastor Joe's boyfriend is in the house. Pastor Joe's male lover is in the house. Oh man.
Right under.
Man, what's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Donald Cowie said next console, next generation console from Xbox will be sold at cost or profit. Yeah, see, here's the thing. We're under the mind of two things. That next console or whatever however you determine that will be made by a third party. That will be made by Asus, Dell, Lenovo, MSI, other people because Microsoft has licensed the name out, right? So technically, is that a console? We'll see, right? And then on the flip side of that, if you're gonna have Steam and other stores on that, how does that help Game Pass? How does that help Microsoft Store? How does that help them? Because they don't get a cut of that money. And then two, where does that leave your library? All the money that you have been, spending over the years buying all these games, how does that, all your old games, they're saying that backwards compatibility, those games don't go forward because it's inside of Steam or it's inside something else. So we don't know, but one thing we do know is we have PS5, a lot of PS5 specs and technology and stuff that's already come out. AMD has acknowledged it. Mark Cerny had already talked about it and it has acknowledged it. Sony has acknowledged it. But outside of listening to Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer and the way they talk, and you know how they talk in code where you kind of can't hold their feet to the fire on stuff, will we get a first party Microsoft branded console product? Or will it just be like the ROG Ally X, where it's just a ROG Ally that you've always had, but they stuck a sticker on it? You see what I'm saying? That's the conversation about it. And are you at this point in gaming? are you willing to spend more money with Microsoft given everything that's been going on? You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to move as many of the console people over to PC as they can.
They should bring back some of those older brand names like Hitachi and Daewoo.
Oh man.
Mix it up a little.
Okay, let me ask you guys this.
Hold on, grab my payment. Stop me out. Hold on, grab my payment.
Go ahead.
Give my Ray Charles bag. I need it. Hold on.
J-Dub, they said you're gaslighting Z. I'm trying to figure out how
you think we've been doing for the last 10 years back here on the show, brother?
Be Pacific. What are you talking about?
We're going off of what Moore's Law is Dead was recently put out on his video. He was talking about it. He talked to guys behind the scenes.
Yeah, Z gonna play that. When he get back, he's gonna play that. He's gonna play that video.
Yeah, that's what it's mainly about. Because he said the same thing that we've been saying since that Lisa Su interview, that there's no more custom silicon. So devs were asking, and that's where all this is. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, and this goes back to that question that I was kind of posing to you guys. At this point, would you want Microsoft to continue on as they are, or would you want them to allow sell it to somebody else?
Yeah, they need to do something. They need to do something. Now, this PC shit, yes, that's smart for them. You know what I mean? Them getting out of console and going the PC route because of their Windows and all that. Yeah, that makes sense. But I don't see them selling it off.
It depends on what the future looks like for them, because if they're going to concentrate on being mostly just a software guy, we haven't seen them do just that.
Yeah,
and I think they could round up enough people, and there's enough talent in there to make that work possibly, and give them at least a chance to do that. Yeah. But doing both, no, I'd rather them get out of gaming than do what they're doing now. Honestly. But if they just concentrate on being the software giant, I think they could do that in the long run. But it would take a few years for them to really get in the groove. You know.
Let's say, right, and hear me out, with Microsoft. Let's say they found a company, right, Toshiba, or even Sega. Let's say Sega decided to get back in the space. From a smaller standpoint. Let's say, if Satya was to sell all that stuff out to Sega or whatever, I don't know. This is all theoretical, right? Would you guys be okay with that? They would have some of the ABK developers. They would have some of the ZeniMax.
I don't think the Xbox guys would go with that.
I don't. I think they would. I'm gonna tell you why. Because technically, when Sega left, Microsoft came in, so they always think of Sega as being a spiritual successor anyway. But it'll just go in the reverse order. So
yeah, but how them diehard weirdos are. Come on.
Well, yeah, they would just have to acknowledge that Xbox died. They won't. That's them.
They can't even acknowledge this shit now.
Yeah. But those only a handful of people. They don't matter, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, when you go in the store to buy a fucking box, the motherfucker got to have some name and some brand on it.
Yep.
And I've said this. I've said the damage has been done to the Xbox name and brand so bad that they could never repair it. They need to change the name, rebrand that thing.
Yep.
Call it the Surface.
That's why I didn't understand them.
Surface.
Why didn't they call it Windows or whatever? Yeah, change the name to whatever.
Surface console. Yeah. Microsoft Surface console or Microsoft Game. Do something, but that Xbox name is not a positive in most gamers' eyes anymore.
They removed it from their own Gamepass. It's just standard.
Yeah.
It used to be Xbox. It's not on there anymore. They took the name off. So what's that?
Yeah.
It's kind of bizarre. I don't know. I'm conflicted about that.
Yeah. I'm back.
It already is what it is. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't you say they only sold 80,000 Xbox Series S's and X in a month worldwide? 80,000. They can't even sell 100,000.
Yeah, and hardware was down another 30% this month too for them.
Wait, I'll just go back. Yeah. Well, man, Stoney.
See,
yeah.
you was gone, but I did pose the question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For you to leave.
Yeah, yes.
Would you be okay,
Yeah.
right? Would you rather Microsoft to limp along right now in this console space as they are for another generation, or would you rather Satya to go ahead and sell it off to a third party?
Sell it.
Let's say Toshiba or even Sega. If they decide
No,
to do that. Would you-
I honestly, remember when Microsoft bought Nokia, right?
Yeah.
And they had the other guy there, right? And he was talking about get rid of the Xbox division and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
I said then, because at the time the Xbox division was up under the entertainment division. It was worth like $24 billion, right? And I said I would rather them stand on his own and then just, you know, I didn't think it would be this bad. I'm on the record saying this, and Xbox guy was like, no, I would rather them stand off on his own and let it stand and how you said, because if you're responsible, you know, and you got to ring in this, you got to have, because you got to have quality software and stuff like that too, if you want things to succeed. That's why I don't think when numbers are down, Evil Games has been in a minute. I don't know how they're shocked. There wasn't no rent. You need quality software. You need games to sell your hardware. You know what I mean? Then you can, like, you know, so, you know, and Microsoft now, like, so they're getting out of the hardware. Period. You know what I mean? Remember, it was like 2 years ago. You had the CFO said, you know, we're going to be the largest third-party publisher. Like, this has already been in the workings. Like, this has been a dog and a pony show.
And then Sarah Bond said they want to make Windows gaming the #1. Like, come on, what does that mean?
Remember, they had this thing in India. And you know, and they had Windows 11. There was no mention of Xbox. I'm like, you know. And then I told you, this is big old, that's India. I said, what you talking about? Big India is. They went to China. What the fuck are you talking about? And there was no mention. There was no mention of Xbox. Well, yes, like I'm not gonna lie, Phil Spencer and those guys have been the worst thing to ever happen. Like, bro, we talk.
Matt Booty and all them.
Listen,
they should have been fired fucking years ago.
Bro, I keep saying how these niggas could get promotions. And now Phil's the head of this. He's like, bro, he can't manage the shit he got. Like, in the history of business, bro has failed every fucking year at being the boss of Xbox. Never met on the mouse.
Think about it, Z. Whenever he was telling them to not buy console and games, he should have been fired on the spot right there.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, well, you know, but even with that, like, motherfuckers still, like, the average Joe in the store, they don't see that. They don't know who the fuck Phil Spencer is. But you need, you know, they don't have a president, they don't have any console type games. I see people, your kids go home, they don't talk about playing Avowed, someone playing Spider-Man, or they don't have those type of games anymore. They don't have those type of games anymore, you know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, like shit, like, you know, like, they just, man, y'all.
And then all these layoffs and canceled games, you know.
Like they just, like, bro, like, that's just, like, anyway, roll talk, if you mean the Xbox guy, like, there is no hate there. I mean, whatever, like motherfucker like me, right? Like, you think, hey, you know, hey, I'm a whole Xbox guy, right? If I'm saying, like, yo, it's a problem back then, like, wait, hold on. It wasn't about no handheld the Sony or no Sony nigga. Like, nah, nigga, we the dude, bro. We the Xbox, we the shooter box, the racer box. Like, we didn't even have Forza. Forza is gone, my nigga. Just think about that. That shit is gone. Halo's on PlayStation, Gears on PlayStation. Now, how the fuck you don't think it's over? How you still sitting here?
And they said the next Halo game, they don't like where it's at either.
Yeah, they came out and said that. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have. I don't think you'll get a Halo. I don't think you'll get one.
Let me say that Steezy Bone said, Jada, you've been asking the same question every show. My God. Listen. No, that's true, man.
No, yeah, because you niggas started defending it. Hey, look, watch this. Look. What's one man? Rusty said J-Dog has no route. Wait, hold on. What do we say?
I blame cognitive dissonance.
There you go. Pony was saying Xbox is dead since the early 2000s. They're still hitting. We're still winning, man. We're still up, man. These guys hating on us, man. Hey, yo, you probably gonna hear an announcement about games here. They probably want to cancel that. Anyone want to support the games? It doesn't make any money.
Hey, Zell, these the mental midgets of gaming?
Yeah, they doesn't, bro. What this all come out and say? Like, it never made money. What happened?
Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to. Okay.
He said they're profitable, but they're not calculating the cost. Of
I almost said you're gonna have to. I almost said you're gonna have to fill me in, but I'll skip that part. But the past week, there's been this like back and forth. I've seen little bits and pieces of Game Pass. Like I see it both ways. Like, oh, I told you so, and then the other side say, so what the fuck happened? Like, was there more numbers that came out? What happened?
What's
the bit, Jada? Like, what is the basics of what happened? Like,
so Chris Dream, he asked Microsoft, was Game Pass profitable? And they said yes, but we don't count first party games or first party production, meaning
the profitability and
all of the money. Think about it, like the amount of money that it takes to make a game and pay for that studio and the building and all. They're not using the normal P&L. If they strip all their expenses out the way, then they say this is how much money we made for this game, and that's fine and dandy. But it costs money to make that game. You had to pay for the studio for 5 years. You had to pay for this, and that's not how business works. Is okay, if this game takes you 5 years to make, how much money does it take to keep the lights on, everybody paid, and all that stuff, based on that game being produced and that game actually selling? Now, however much money you make from selling that game, you gotta subtract the expenses over 5 years of what it took to pay for all of this shit. They're not doing it the traditional way, so they're playing they're playing these funky word games and stuff. And maybe they're saying, hey, we've already factored that in because actually Activision Blizzard, they paid for the shit because the shit was already in development under them. They paid for it. Yeah, we bought them for $70 billion, but we didn't really count that. They're using this, you know how they do. The Microsoft just does that, bro. They don't tell you shit the way they need to tell you because they don't want you to straight know. Up tell you. They don't want you to know. So think about it. Perfect example, America. 250 years old as of a couple of days ago, right?
Absolutely.
All right. The world's richest company that came up so quick, never in history has a country became dominant so quick, and has ruled for 250 years. How is that possible? That's possible because they didn't have to pay any wages. It was all free labor. Right? The most expensive part of anything is the labor. Well, if you had all the free resources and all the free labor, then of course you're going to be ahead of everybody else. You're going to be able to do this because you're not counting, but if you had to pay everybody, right? If you had to pay all the slaves and all the people, if you have to go back and calculate that shit, then that would be a normal business thing. And so Microsoft is doing funny business with this shit. And here's the thing. Let's say Game Pass is profitable. Clearly, in the leaked ABK, in their own words, they had benchmarks they had to be, right? They were going to get out of gaming if they weren't at 50, was it 50 million or 70 million?
Yeah, 75.
Yeah, 50, some million by 2025. They got to be at 100 million, right? 100 million Game Pass subscribers by 2030, which they're not going to get. So their own metrics internally says they're fucked. So regardless of what they try to say out here to make shit look rosy, the numbers keep coming out. It's just not adding up.
And also what Phil said too, when they asked him under oath about how they calculate, a success for a game that's in Game Pass, and he admitted under oath that they have no way to calculate that. So they can't even tell you what's a success in Game Pass.
Yeah, I was wondering why there was like a couple bots saying
that's a bot.
They were pretending like they won, like they won a battle or something, and they were like,
no, here's why. Because Chris Drang said that, and then the next thing he said something else too. He talked to somebody and put out something else.
But hold on. But what happens when one of those journalists or analysts or whatever, when they say something that's negative for Xbox? What happens?
Don't
the crowd, don't the Xbox fans go and attack them.
Oh yeah.
So clearly he went, got attacked, and then he started backtracking. And then he said, well, so then he goes back and say, well, Microsoft says that they are profitable even if you include the first party sales or whatever. And then so all the bots who were crying and attacking Chris Dream, now they're going to say, haha. I mean, this shit happens every week. We see this shit. Right? Game Trollers. Game Trollers. He go and attack them and everything. And here he goes again. Game Trollers with the $5.
Tell me when,
Another fake news from Z, shaking my head. Chris Dream came out and said Game Pass is profitable, Z. Well, always. And also, if Xbox is dead, why have $1 coming on Xbox?
Tell me what when, J-Dub, when? Y'all love this slow ass nigga.
It must have been Max City or something. I saw somebody. They were like,
oh man.
They were like they won. Like the battle is over now. Game Pass is profitable. I told you.
That shit wild. That shit wild.
If you say some shit they don't like, they finna come attack you, and they gonna force you to retract some shit.
Hey, yo,
they always do that, bro. That shit crazy.
Hey, that shit wild, yo. It's just a win, J. Don't tell me when. That's what it was gonna win. Hey, yo, yo, ask the customer to slap the like button. Hey, well, now, like at the end of the day, though, so at what point though, like we were just talking about these, like at what point do they just say, okay, enough was enough? This wasn't the way. This ain't it. Like who, like, it's been all real talk. Being an Xbox guy, who do they blame? The Sony fans? Do they blame the media? Do they blame Phil them? Who do they think why it's so bad for them? Like, you know, why these niggas like
they gonna blame Sarah? They gonna blame Sarah Bond.
Oh man,
Xbox hack.
Yeah, they'll blame her first. They'll blame Satya. They'll blame Matt, but they'll blame everybody. But they ain't gonna blame Phil. He's Mr. He's Mr.
I don't understand. I don't see how though. Like, bro,
Heck, Ron Don.
Yo, that man.
Yo, hey, yo, here it go again. Phil's gonna retire as the next generation. There ain't gonna be no next generation. That's just talk. That's just string you niggas along. See, look, we get a new console, y'all. Why do you need a new console? This shit ain't selling now.
That's why Sarah Bond said console. That's why she said it.
Listen to me, like real talk. What is the need or reason to have a new console from Xbox? And I'm not saying I don't want one because I love consoles, right? If the games are gonna work with the shit I got now, ain't gonna be no nothing really. You know what I mean? To be honest here, right? They're like, hold on, I got this thing here.
No upgrade. No.
Yeah. Like what? Hold up. Not sure it's a PC. Hold on.
That depends on the price, though. If they put something out that was cheap enough, they're
not Series S now, and ain't nobody buying it.
No, I just mean for us personally. Like for me personally, if something was cheap, that's a different decision that I would make than a fucking real console and all that shit. That's different. Which I would say hell no, and I'm definitely not buying a fucking $900,000 fucking PC. Miniature PC, you know.
Let me get these bills real quick. OG Gangsta Mac, my brother with the $5.
Bro.
You my dog, but the fact that Microsoft is a $3.7 trillion company and them dumbass co-hosts saying they don't know how to make money and your dumbass co-hosts saying they don't know how to make money is crazy.
Oh man.
Well, OG Gangsta Mac, we never said Microsoft, the corporation, didn't know how to make money. We said Game Pass isn't profitable and Xbox is dog shit. Get it right. Get it right. We telling you what we saying, brother. The Vegeta 90 with the $5.
Bro.
Damn, them boo-boos, them boo-boo skins make sense. Nah, blame the new black lady. Damn, watch, the Bonobo skins. They gonna blame Sarah for that. Here's the thing, man. All bullshit aside, you have got to stop with the Microsoft shit. It's Xbox. Just use Xbox. We ain't talking about Microsoft other ventures. We're not talking about Microsoft Office and Azure Cloud and all the money they make on that. We're talking about strictly Xbox. Y'all hate talking about strictly Xbox. Y'all like to drag all that other shit in there with them and say how much they worth. Well, they're worth more than Nintendo and Sony combined times 10. But they still dog shit, fourth place in a third man one-man race. Right? So explain that. How does a company that rich and that wealthy end up in a position like that? I hope you super chat again, OG Gangsta Max, so you can explain that, brother. And I'm just speaking since I'm his co-host, like you put us out there. Go ahead.
Yo, so this is look. I think I know they were taking our talking points. Well, listen,
showing the screenshots. I have a dev asking. I saw it in screenshots. I should say a dev asking Xbox for clarification on if there will be Xbox Ally X dev kits, and also what they need to know about compatibility. And then the Xbox outreach customer service person in this behind the scenes forum responded with these quotes. I'm quoting directly here, but if I'm not showing it. First quote: for the submission process, there are no changes planned at this point for the Xbox Ally X, by the way, since it is a PC device. There's a direct quote. They directly just call it a PC. They do not say it is an Xbox behind the scenes. Second quote: I am not aware of any test device that will be available. No dev kits. Third quote: for older UWP projects, I'll need to confirm. And long story short, without showing or reading paragraphs of info, this is someone at Microsoft, and I asked a developer contact of mine if I'm interpreting this correctly, and the person told me I am. Yet this to me suggests that with people at Xbox not bothering with dev kits or porting help for pre-Series S or Series X games, and then multiple devs also telling me that Xbox would breach contracts and open legal attacks up to themselves if they had an emulator on PC. And behind the scenes, Xbox is directly calling the Ally X a PC. They are not calling it an Xbox. They're saying, you don't need a dev kit. You don't need any of this. It's a PC. Don't worry. It's just running Windows. I have to take all of this together and warn Xbox users that unfortunately, if you want your games that aren't Play Anywhere to work on future Xbox consoles, the safest bet is to apparently buy them on Steam, like Colin and I were just suggesting in our conversation. Now, behind the scenes, Microsoft seems to frankly be very aloof and uncaring about what the hell happens to their Xbox fans, and just kind of crossing their fingers, you know, and hoping they all migrate on Game Pass to PC and just buy it on Steam otherwise. And they don't care what happens to this catalog of games over the next decade as they stop making true consoles and just make PCs they call Xboxes. So
they don't even got themselves, so yeah. Hold on.
We tried to warn them that when Lisa Sue said no custom silicon, that's what that means.
But the website say a console.
That's why Sarah Bond said it. Yeah.
Slap the like button for your boy. Yeah. So yeah. Hello. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like I said, if they were doing, what do you call it? Another console. First of all, they wouldn't have no one else making it. You know what I mean? You're already taking money out your pocket. You know what I mean? But I think they're gonna just. Here's the thing. I'm saying I don't think they're gonna be making this whole third party. I don't think it's gonna last much longer either, bro. It's Microsoft. They just. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. They don't know what they're doing.
I think after they get rid of the console, I think that's when they'll make Game Pass change, and they might get rid of day and date.
Yeah, we don't need for the service then. They're not going to do day and date, but there's no need for the service. Like, so what are you charging me for? Them old ass.
No, they can then they can go back to selling and having a subservice like everybody else and getting two incomes. Like you don't have to sacrifice.
They're gonna cost them. There's not gonna be no Xbox Live. There's no console. Niggas don't live online on PC. So what are you charging? Like, what are you doing then? Like, I'm not. There's no even pay for the service.
Well, there won't be a console level one. There'll be like PC and probably Ultimate, and that would be probably it.
Oh shit!
What?
After Microsoft cuts Rock the Studio, Rare will discuss the future of Sea of Thieves in a live stream tomorrow. So tomorrow they're gonna live stream. They probably announced the end of Sea of Thieves.
Oh man! Oh man!
Damn, man!
Oh man! Hold on, Jerome. Wait, hold on here, Jerome.
How do they close a studio that actually has a successful live service game?
Oh my god!
A continual live
oh my god! Hey, Jerome, get out of here, Jerome. We're changing the title now. We're changing the goddamn title right now. Sea of Thieves going under business. Oh shit!
Wow.
Oh
Thieves
shit!
sinks? No.
Oh my god!
That's gotta be fake.
Can you have us? No fallout.
We got it.
Sea of Thieves sink. God damn.
This shit is crazy.
Microsoft was
That's like the one.
The bad news never stopped for the.
Damn. Oh man. Hey, fuck that water. Hey, hold on, I missed you. Wait, hold on, man. It's fucked up. I missed those guys. Fuck that water. Wait, hold on. Sea of Thieves. Oh, that's fucked up.
See, you complained about Sea of Thieves being at every show for the last 15 years to the point where that shit gone.
Hey, I'm gonna miss it now. I'm gonna miss it, man. Hey, Monkey Island, that's fucked up, yo. Oh,
what's
man.
crazy though? It's up and running.
Yeah.
It's already up and running. They could have a B-tier studio to just manage it from here on.
They can't even do that.
It needs to get funded. Microsoft. That's the point. Microsoft ain't funding.
Yeah.
Listen to what I just said. Microsoft killed the funding.
Yeah.
If shit is not getting funding, then.
So what about the future game?
There is none.
What future game? There is
none. Everwild,
they're cutting that shit like they're cutting Noah.
They cut the funding to pretty much all of those studios. There is no more money. It's just enough to maintain right now, but that's it. So Rare is going to have an event tomorrow, and they're going to just put it all on the line. This shit is crazy. And see, I've always said, man, Nintendo should have went ahead and bought
Rare.
Bought them, man.
Yeah, wait, hold on. We got
maybe PBS can buy.
The GD90 said just saw Xbox in the video. They work more than Microsoft. So they just saw Xbox in the video. Yeah, but wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, video $4 trillion company now.
Yeah. Hey, yo, what's the real shit though? Like all jokes aside, like we laugh. Hey, it's I'm kind of sad, Jerome. I'm kind of sad, man. Shit kind of hurts, man. Hey, hold on here, man. Hey, yo. Damn. Hey, tell me when did I win? Oh man! Oh man! Hey, Game Shows, get your slow ass back in here, nigga. When did I win? Like, oh man! Oh wow! This is goddamn lunacy.
Yeah, and don't forget we're getting State of Decay 2 to PS5 Pro.
State of Decay 2.
Not State of Decay. That's
2.
Stalker 2.
Yeah.
Stalker 3. Stalker 2.
Hey yo, what that card catch somebody at? What that palm read at? Get this palm read ass in here. Wait, oh man, card reader. What that nigga at? What hot you at?
Voodoo practitioner.
Hey yo, what hot you? Get hot ass in here, man. Oh man, this shit here is wild. Yo,
you gonna let Jada crash you out with that fake news?
Hey, don't come in with that bullshit, nigga. Don't come in with that bullshit, nigga. Don't come in with that bullshit, nigga. Hey, listen,
don't do that, Z.
Nigga, listen.
Put battery in your bag, Z. Don't do it.
Listen.
Hey, why you blame me instead of the white man that posted it from Rare? Rare themselves just said it. So you want to blame me? Huh?
They said they coming to talk about it tomorrow. You told us so they gonna pack it up and shit.
What did you talk about?
Did you not listen to what I said? What they said?
Read it again. Read
it again for this fuck nigga. Read it again. Read it again.
Yeah. Read it again.
Hold on, I'm gonna give it to Z so he can post on the screen so you can read it. How about that? How about that? Because I don't want you to blame these black dudes. You know what I'm saying? I want you to read it.
So they're doing a live stream tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they're gonna do a live stream and talk about it. Damn, that's kind of fucked up, man.
These are the only weirdos that attack news articles.
Oh man!
You post an article, they're like, what's this? It's like, it's just the article, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Michael said,
you talking about the same news articles that they had you niggas crashing out for weeks? Like, chill, bro.
Oh man! Wait, hold on, man. We got death in the family. Hold on here. Oh man! Hey, yo, this nigga here crazy.
You niggas roll with Chris D. Ring, whatever the fuck that nigga name is. You niggas roll with that shit.
Hold on. So when Chris Dream say some news that's positive about Xbox, it's okay. But when he tell you the truth about Xbox, you gonna get mad at him, attack him?
Hey, listen, man, you said you niggas.
Just like,
man.
Just like all them capping for the NPD now, and it's like, now you care about sales because it's selling on PlayStation. Like, you didn't give a fuck back then when they launched.
Yeah. Check your Discord DM, brother. I just posted it there.
I know that.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Jerome.
Attack me.
Hey, Jerome, that's a new photo. Hold on, hey, Jerome. So you don't set me.
Shit, my bad.
Oh,
my bad.
hold on.
That was with the backward. That was the wrong one. That was the one with the backwards thumb.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold on here, man.
Oh shit, my bad. Brother.
Yeah, hey, hold on here.
My bad.
Bro,
Act like you didn't see that.
My bad. Bro, had his drawers on the few holes in his back. Bro, had his drawers on the few holes in his back. Here you go. Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah. After Microsoft cuts, Rare would discuss the future of Sea of Thieves tomorrow. My God.
Yeah.
Why they got a would see? Why would a company have to hold a whole event?
Wait, hold on.
After their budget got cut,
Wait,
and
hold on.
after everything else that happened.
Hold on here, Jerome.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Hey, Jerome, God is watching. Wait, ladies and gentlemen.
My God.
Ladies and gentlemen, like, what the hell is going on here? Like, this is beyond things.
Good news.
Scroll back to the
some weird timing.
That ain't gonna be good news.
Scroll
Like
back
I
to
said.
the Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, man. I'm gonna just put it out here. Listen, Microsoft done cut budgets. They done close studios. They done cancel a shitload of games. Your whole lineup that you had, that big ass list y'all had with all the games and studios and all that shit. Yeah, 90% of that shit got red X's on it. That shit is gone, cuz. So don't attack me, man. That's Microsoft, man. You gotta take that up with them.
Don't attack the messenger.
Listen, y'all didn't subscribe to Game Pass. Y'all didn't buy the hardware, the console.
You did buy the game.
Y'all didn't buy the games. That's y'all fault. That's not me. Why you gonna attack me, brother? Where you at? Where you go?
Why you attack me,
PlayStation
bought the game.
I'm not creating fake news. I'm just
saying, Z changing titles and shit, man. They come out and be looking crazy.
Greg Nails is leaving the studio too.
Because this dropped during the show. That's why.
Yeah.
Hey,
and think about it. Z has been talking about Sea of Thieves being at the show, every time. He always says, "Oh, there's Sea of Thieves."
Yep.
All jokes aside, though.
And the sad part about it, Z, all they want to do is talk about Concord and Helldivers 2. Out of all this bad news that they done got Xbox is getting out of this, you know what? You know how crazy that is?
Them niggas, I love them niggas, bro. Them niggas slow as hell. A bunch of mellows. I want the black top supporters. I want the black top supporters.
What about Concord? My God.
Niggas said, what about Biden? What about Colin Harris?
Them fuckers are walking around with their fingers in their ears going,
They got their fingers in their ass. Listen here, man. This shit is wild. This shit is wild. Oh, I'm sorry, Jerome. I'm sorry, man. Oh, man. I couldn't hold y'all in this. Yes, sir.
Just to make one more point on the hardware front.
How hard was it, Jerome? Talk to me, bro. Oh, man.
What? Yeah, this Xbox PC hybrid, whatever they want to call it. Right, if that shit come out next year, it still ain't gonna be able to run Grand Theft Auto 6.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's a fact.
Jerome, so you still around waiting for this goddamn Asus handheld and this Asus PC.
Hey, Jerome.
And you still ain't gonna be able to play the fucking biggest game of
hey, Jerome,
the world.
Tell me again. Hey, Jerome, say it again for me. It's not gonna do what?
You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna do what?
You still not gonna be able to play Grand Theft Auto 6.
I want that. All jokes aside, listen to my the Xbox guys.
$1,000 next gen PC hybrid. Still ain't gonna be able to play fucking GTA 6.
To black supporters.
Because if it was a console, you wouldn't have no problem.
Exactly.
You listen to the black Trump supporters in the chat. I want you when, J-Dub, tell me when. Think about that. Hey, OG Gangster Mac. But OG Gangster Mac at? Bring your ass back over here right now, nigga. Talk to him.
Where you at? Don't be
talk to
him.
You'll have to tune in tomorrow to the live stream to find out.
So Microsoft said, "Fuck that water." But yeah, man, buddy.
See, I was starting to warm up to see if these. Why they gonna cut it now?
They ain't gonna cut the bitch off. I don't want to
wait till the bitch come to PlayStation and all this 8K glory to go ahead and defund it. That's crazy.
Yo, that's wild.
J-Dub, they're just trying to take the shine away from Yote tomorrow. That's all.
Oh man. Hey yo, bro, that's crazy. Hey yo, you know what's crazy though? Listen, we're all jokes aside, right? It's just a great character. That's like, you know, how bad they are at when it comes to gaming and business. And I don't care about Sea of Thieves, but it's arguing no doubt the Sea of Thieves has been their most successful game this generation and last generation. This is a
Definitely.
fact. And the fact that you have cuts in that studio there alone lets you know I have no faith in Microsoft when it comes to gaming.
They did cuts to COD. COD's the most successful game in the world.
No. Let's face it. The face of Xbox was Halo, Gears, and Forza. We don't even have Forza no more, my nigga.
Yeah.
Forza, the first OG game that runs through the DNA of Xbox is gone. Is no more.
Yes.
What does that tell you? Every console in history has had its racer. Microsoft no longer has a racer.
Yeah.
Nintendo got a fucking racer. They launched with a racer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That tells you everything you need to know, brother.
You're talking to my soul, Jerome. It hurts right now. It hurts more than my damn jaw. It hurts right now. Hey, Jerome,
Listen, and y'all sitting around waiting for another Halo. Halo is in shambles right now, according to the Halo developers. They don't know when that shit gonna be able to get together.
They don't like where it's at.
Yeah, there's that.
They had to start over and move to Unreal Engine 5, so we ain't getting another Halo for at least 5-6 goddamn years.
I don't think we get another Halo period. They don't.
Me neither. I think they gonna close up shop before we get anything.
They didn't have to cut some people and still and everything like that's.
Hey, we'll be lucky to get Gears E-Day.
Oh yeah, you're right, bro.
Yeah.
You're right.
We'll be lucky. We'll be lucky. Maybe that's they farewell. They going home.
That really why like you know.
The ending.
They defund the playground games too. We don't know, right? We don't know what we're gonna get. Remember, Microsoft. Hold on. Microsoft own words, Phil's own words. The games that we showed at the summer showcase are safe. They didn't show Fable at the summer showcase. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His words specifically said the games that we showed at summer showcase are safe. They did not show what? They did not show Fable. They did not show Contraband. They did not show Avowed. They did not show Perfect Dark. All the games that they fucking canceled.
Damn, do I gotta bring up the list of games that Sony done canceled?
We don't care. Yes.
We don't care. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, because listen, we got Death Stranding 2 out right now. Tomorrow we got a state of play for Ghost of Yotai, and then the following week we gonna have another show for Lost Soul Aside, brother. Like, focus on the losers and not the winners.
Finally. But another thing too.
Wait, hold on. Why was you last year and the year before that and the year before that in the launch year when you talking about games when Microsoft didn't launch with shit? When they spent all 2021 didn't launch shit. All 2022 they didn't launch shit. You was
they
mighty
didn't get
quiet.
in the swing till this year.
We're not bringing up the past, like you niggas ain't been saying shit dead, consoles gone, all this and
You're
that.
talking less than a year ago.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Come on.
No, you niggas talking about this and that about Game Pass, talking
They
this.
finally got consistent this year where they're releasing games. They haven't done that for 5 years.
Heath, it took them to become a third-party publisher to actually release some fucking games.
Nigga, how do you feel about Sony being a third party publisher? Remember, I thought that's what was the death of Xbox.
They've been a third party publisher for a long time, buddy. You're not telling us anything new.
They've been a third party. Stop the cap.
They've been a third party publisher for years with the shit they put on other places.
Hold on, Heath. How long has MLB been on Xbox? See?
Game Pass anymore.
Slap the like button. Slap the like button. Let's go.
Why didn't Microsoft keep it on Game Pass then? They kept that deal going.
Nigga, just like any other one.
Listen, one thing we do know, right? One thing we do know is we gonna get a PS6. One thing we don't know.
Wow.
You gonna get a goddamn.
Wait, hold on, Jerome. Hey, Jerome, he's dealing with death in his family. He's dealing with death in his family. Hold on here, man. He loves his baby. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on, man. Wait, hold on here, man. Wait, hold on, man. Niggas say, for your mom and dad.
Fucking Gran Turismo 8. We do know we gonna get a Gran Turismo 8.
He said that's for your great-great-granddaddy was a slave. Hey, yo, Jerome, that's for your great-great-granddaddy was a slave. Wait, hold on here, man. This shit is wild here, man.
Not a Horizon for sure.
This shit is wild, bro.
Yo, this shit
is wild, man.
Horizon,
you get another CFP.
Hey, nigga, yo, bitch away from the Horizon. You out of here, nigga. You out of here, nigga. Oh, man. They done out here, bro.
Bitches are gone.
They was ugly, too. You got with male contacts in your phone, nigga. You got with dudes in your phone. You got new photos of dudes in your phone. Shut up, nigga.
You niggas gotta deal with that. You niggas not enough.
You got new photos of dudes in your phone. Shut up, nigga. Yo, you niggas going up there, yo. You niggas going up there. Wait, hold on here, man. Wait, hold on here, man.
Hey, you guys aren't enough that they had to put their games on PlayStation. So what are you talking about?
Hey, yo, this is crazy. Wait,
Z.
Yo, what?
The business is mutual.
Who holds a
The business is mutual.
Wait, hold on.
Who holds a show to discuss
the future?
Whether the future where they gonna fucking close up shop
after the cuts.
After they done cut half of the goddamn studio down.
Yo, that's crazy. Hey, yo,
on, man.
It's all young bitches got 5 o'clock shadows. Wait, hold on here. What's going on here right now?
Is Ghost of Yotei launching with a multiplayer?
What happened? Pardon me?
We don't know.
What happened? Come again? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? My grandmother here. My grandmother. What do you say?
We'll find out.
My mother says, what do you say?
Watch the show tomorrow.
My mother says, what do you say?
Watch the show tomorrow and
watch them now, nigga. Watch them now, nigga.
Will Forza 9 come with a multiplayer for nigga?
Oh, that's right, Jerome. Get his ass wrong. I can't talk to him. Get him, Jerome. Talk that nigga.
You know what I'm saying? We'll see if these 2 launch with a multiplayer.
Hey, yo, take him out lightweight. Put this nigga in bad history.
Yeah.
Okay, whole ass nigga.
I'm finna grid him. I'm finna grid him.
Yeah, put it in bad history.
More than likely, Yotei will launch with some kind of online like they did the first one. They said there will be mode, but we'll find out tomorrow.
Or they'll do what they did with the first one. They'll announce it later, like at a later time. But you know, back to what I'm saying, brother. It's not an apples and apples comparison, right? Nobody is buying your console. Nobody is subscribing to Game Pass. All your games, Phil just in Satya and them, they done cut all the goddamn studio. They done fired all the goddamn people. They done closed down all the games. They done cut the budget of all that shit by 50%. Where all the studios got to hold events and talk about whether they gonna limp along or go away. So I'm just saying.
Sony did the same thing, Jay. Sony did the same thing.
Wait, what happened?
Sony done gutted Bungie. They done shut down Daystar Studio. They like
wait.
niggas did the same shit last year.
Who did what last year?
When did
layoffs?
When did
Sony laid off about
20,000 people?
8% of
the 20,000 people.
Sony laid off a couple hundred people.
Shut up, Pete. Microsoft is 10x the size of Sony. So what the fuck
you talking about here? Michael's are wearing magnums. What are you talking about? Michael's are wearing magnums.
Perspective. It's all about perspective, nigga. Don't stop the
It's all about logistics. It's all about logistics.
Perspective.
It's all about logistics.
Your console ain't got a racer.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's all about logistics. Wait, hold on here, man. Wait, hold on here, man.
Your ass. See, you know what's crazy? Every generation we used to look forward to Gran Turismo going against Forza.
Oh,
now
man.
we ain't even got that no goddamn more. God damn.
Hey, yo, this is all about logistics. What the hell is this nigga talking about here right now?
Nah, it's gonna be Gran Turismo 8 versus Mario Kart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? My God.
It's all about logistics, man. He said it's all about timing, man. You know, it's all about timing. God knows what God got us. Oh, man.
You niggas strained up.
No, man, you got it.
PlayStation isn't laying off thousands of studios.
We didn't get the NPD numbers. Sony broke records again. They sitting around 92 million consoles sold. They're the #1 console again for the month of May. They're the #1 You know, in sales and
Xbox
games.
is down by
hardware, all that
30%.
shit. Xbox is down another 30%, month over month, year over year. I'm just saying, that was just some new news. I ain't make it up. But it was just some new news that came in before my brother started attacking me. But listen, all I'm gonna say is, Sony died. We get it. Yeah, Sony did.
Could I add something though?
Why does that leave Xbox? That's all I want.
Yeah. Can I add something though? If Sony does end up laying some people off,
pardon me?
I'm not saying it would be anywhere comparable to what Microsoft is, but if they did, I'm blaming Trump anyway, so it don't matter.
There you go.
And I'm blaming Xbox.
That's a tariffs. Yeah, there you go.
Blame Microsoft.
We got tariffs.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Blame them.
Yeah, well, that's
And Z, another thing. The sad part
Slap the
about
like
it, Phil
button.
got on that stage last year, right? Before when that last year, or the year before last, when they talking about they was trying to get their foot in a hold in Japan, they was
and goddamn Bangkok. Somebody going to Bangkok.
we got a Japan studio. We got the Hi-Fi Rush crew, and then they fucking turn around and fire them motherfuckers the next goddamn day. We got Tokyo Game Show coming up, and guess who gonna be there? Nintendo gonna be there. Sony gonna be there. Microsoft ain't gonna be there. Microsoft is not attending Tokyo Game Show, and last year I was screaming and yelling and parading. We gonna be at Tokyo Show, and they closed the only goddamn Japan studio they had. That's a goddamn shame.
Yeah, that's it.
Access to don't get that hardcore.
No, why you stuttering, nigga? Why you like that crying right now? Like you crying.
Shit, he talking about he said Concord.
What about Concord, man? What about Eminem Second Son? What about Killzone? He said, what about Killzone, man? Let's talk about Killzone. Get your ass up out of here, nigga. What about Killzone? Well, let's talk about Killzone. Oh, man. What about Resistance 3? What about Resistance? Talk about Resistance right now. Oh, you done out here. Oh, man. Say uncle. Say uncle. Oh, man. Say uncle.
See, who let Mellow brother on the show?
Oh, no.
Man.
He's a pacifist, yo. Uncle. Here's your eye out.
Oh, man.
He said, my dog,
You are real special.
It's hell. Hey, yo, man.
They did say Perfect Dark cost $850 million because it took them 7 years. 7 years to develop.
Wait,
Studio, that initiative quadruple.
Hey, yo. Wait, hold on here.
My God.
Let me say this, right? You know,
not get canceled.
Yeah, it did. As it should, though. Wait, I want to say this one thing here, right? We're going to start together. Hold on here. Drummer just kicked in. Listen here. You said 800 million, right? And guys,
850 million.
You know, guys, you don't understand. Yeah. I just had service, so you know, I'm gonna switch a little slur. Give me like another week. I'm getting better. Well, listen here, right? I'm gonna get clear. Closer to the mic. You said 800 million, Jerome.
850 million.
That right there, they would have to be funneling money to SDI on this on here. That got some goddamn some loan sharking, money laundering. Where? 800 million or what?
Every time they were doing photos, remember? Sharing them on Instagram and shit. They weren't. You never saw them making a game.
Yep.
Yo, bro, like,
$850 million. God.
What happened?
Yeah. That's
Perfect Dark.
Xbox is dogs.
Yeah, Perfect Dark development cost $850 million, and they canceled.
$850 million.
They can never say anything about Spider-Man ever.
Yeah.
Well,
Ever.
Look at when Spider-Man came out. Finished. Sony canceled the fucking multiplayer Spider-Man. Another game. Which is good. Look.
No one cares.
The multiplayer market's already oversaturated.
Only niggas like you say it's good. How was it canceled if they never announced it?
Yeah, I missed a lot.
That shit was never announced, ever.
All them games that July had signed off on got canceled, nigga. All of them. Shut up real quick. Before Ghost of Tsushima came out, Sucker Punch already had a new IP. It was called Storm something. But it looked pretty dope. But it was a concept they canceled in favor of making a Japanese, samurai game. Search up Sucker Punch a Storm game. It looked pretty dope, but at the same time, it reminded me of too much like Assassin's Creed, but with steampunk in it. But it's a lot of projects that Sony did concepts of and they canceled it, but they wasn't formally
That's gaming. That's the gaming industry in general.
Yeah, but that's much different than announcing a game, announcing a studio 7 years.
Showing it.
Yeah, but $850 million. He can look for it. $850 million. That's crazy.
Like, speaking of which,
That's a $1 billion game. That's a $1 billion game that never came out. Them motherfuckers better not ever say Concord ever again. Johnny J, my brother with the $5. What's good, fuck nigga?
That's wild.
Yeah, Johnny J, we talking about Microsoft spending $850 million on Perfect Dark. And canceled this shit. The Vegeta 90 with the $2. Sega. Big facts, brother.
Yo, that's wild. Hey, yo.
Damn.
Yo, that's I ain't into $850 million, my nigga.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, they need to fuck out the gaming, bro. That's a waste. They need to get.
Concord is dead. Perfect Dark is dead. Let's keep going. Let's see. Thieves.
Yeah. But no. Well, listen. Listen. We can right back to this. They're this one time they don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro. Thieves is what's been their most successful. And I don't like Thieves. Has been their most successful RPG within the last 2 generations. We're gonna say because this generation and last generation. Thieves is more popular than Halo. This is facts. You know what I mean? You can look at the sales and numbers. And I don't like Thieves. The fact that you have cuts in this studio, right? And they're talking about discussing the future of Sea of Thieves tomorrow on the show. That says it all. And you hear, and we gonna have one with the show. We go back and forth. Listen, I don't get wrong. Listen. I shout out to Sony. Concord, yes, it was dog shit. Pull the plug on. I don't think no dog shit game should stay up. But them all burn. Red Falls, all of them. Like they, you know what I mean? It happens. Like clothes get this body. You never hear some Sony nigga defend. I hope not. Defending Concord and all that shit is trash. It's trash. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I mean? Phone stars, all that shit is dog shit. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Yep. Well, now again, with that being said, you know, like you guys refuse to go out there and call Phil the fuck out. Call him the fuck out.
He still keeps his job alongside Matt Booty.
Yeah, like call that nigga the fuck out and say, man, what the fuck is going on here?
It's too late, see? It's too late for them to call him out.
Well, I mean, let's be real though. This shit that happened got less to do with Game Pass and Xbox and more to do with AI. But y'all can sit up here and count all day.
What else Scott nigga do with this here? It said Don O'Connor. Don O'Connor.
I didn't say it didn't have nothing to do at all.
So what was he talking about?
I said it had nothing to do at all. We just keeping it real.
Hey, Roasted, they got to do with the Old Testament right here. Roasted, hey, bro, this is Psalms right here. This is Proverbs. What the fuck is he talking about?
Nobody else using the AI then.
Oh man. Wait, hold the fuck on.
They're just trying to use that as the excuse.
It's bad.
Just like with Halo. Think about it. They're using all the temporary employees to make a.
Oh, you stand by that? You gonna stand by that heat? You gonna die on that crack?
Wait, hold on now. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, wait.
He usually passes joke.
Oh man.
No, because they are right because it's good. It is an excuse as of now, but I mean we are gonna have a lot of unemployment thanks to AI. But I think that's coming down. That's coming down the
But the CFO.
They're using that as an scapegoat and as an excuse. That's bullshit. Yeah,
I ain't saying I have nothing to do with it.
They were doing that AI shit anyway.
You know what I'm saying? I said that
AI shit anyway, regardless if they laid anybody off or closed any studios. They were doing that AI shit anyway.
Phantom, here's the thing though. Ever since Microsoft got out of hardware, they're not making no more Xbox Series consoles. They just got out of consoles. They're going to make streamlined Steam machine PCs that run Windows, and then of course they're going to scale back and cancel a lot more games. And the only games they're going to be focused on is the smaller ones.
They even did cuts to COD, and COD. I mean, come on. There's no reason to do cuts to that. Yeah. That's one of the biggest.
Hey, yo, like this is.
And we're really taking an approach of we want people to be able to play Xbox on many different screens. Now, not every experience will be the same. We obviously love the native experience we have on our own platform and our own hardware. and that's something that will continue for us. But we're not going to put walls up around where people can engage with the great games our studios are building, or where they can experience Xbox through different forms, whether it's cloud, whether it's on PC, whether it's on handheld PCs, whether it's on phones. I want everybody to be able to play.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna share my screen. Hey, Jerome. This right here is really telling. This right here is really telling.
It does mean more.
Actually, let me download it right quick. Actually, I'm gonna show you. We got some personal shit in our DMs. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys something right here. Yo, I'm gonna show you guys something. And this is who you guys are putting your faith in. Jerome, this one over my head right here. Man, because I was going so goddamn. I was buried alive. Hold on. Look at this shit right here.
Oh shit! Wait.
No, mind you, this.
That was lost dead.
Yeah, we already did it. We did it. Look, I'm gonna look at this. This is something we missed here, Jerome. Let me go to my downloads right quick. Downloads, right here. As of today, right here. Let's see. Okay, downloads. Just download them. Okay, there you go today. There you go.
And we're really taking an approach that we want people to be able to play Xbox on many different screens. Now, not every experience will be the same. We obviously love the native experience we have on our own platform and our own hardware, and that's something that will continue for us.
You guys can hear it.
But we're not going to put walls up around where people can engage with the great games our studios are building, or where they can experience Xbox through different forms, whether it's cloud, whether it's on PC, whether it's on handheld PCs, whether it's on phones. I want everybody to be able to play.
Wait. Look at this wall. This nigga in the crack house. Look at this goddamn wall. No, hold on. Look at this goddamn wall back here. You can't tell me this nigga getting high. This nigga in the crack house. This nigga in the hotel some goddamn where. This nigga in the goddamn the hotel six. Look at this goddamn wall right here. Hey yo, man, hold the fuck on right here, man. This nigga getting high. Yo, he rock up the power wall in this goddamn wall here, man. Hey, no, hell no. Oh man, God, this nigga on drugs here, man. Yo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you here, goddamn. I'm glad you here, Cool Runnings. I'm glad you here, goddamn, Jamaican Man Larry. I'm glad you here.
Didn't you get high for years?
What? Did I what? Did I get what? Did I get what?
Didn't you get high for years, Z?
No, I ain't get high. I'm higher than you. I live higher than you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. That's what high you talking about high. Yes, I've been high. Yes, I've been high again. Yeah, a high tax bracket. A high tax bracket. What you talking about here? Okay. So listen here. Okay. You try. Hey, Pastor. I see. They're closing Sea of Thieves. What are your thoughts about that?
They what?
They closing Sea of Thieves. What are your thoughts about that?
Closing Sea of Thieves.
These niggas
No. Rare is having an event tomorrow to talk about the future of Sea of Thieves and
after the cutbacks
and how they're gonna send it off after the cutback, 50% cutback from the studio. So
the guy who made the game left already. He was part of the cuts.
Yep, the main guy walked out. Yep.
Okay, when does the finish? I'll talk. When does these coons finish?
Hey man, shut the fuck up, okay? Talk, palm reader, okay? Ain't no wrong with my nigga.
Oh man, George Harris.
So as I was saying,
what you saying, bitch?
If this information is true, which I need to verify, because everything you guys say is a lie. But if it is true, if it is true, Z, Sea of Thieves would have made the money that it needed to make hand over fist.
My God.
What are they doing closing? What are they doing closing?
They're closing down. Clearly, they didn't make it.
Hey, Pastor, what the fuck are you talking about here, nigga? Listen here, banana counter. Listen here, lava bean man. What are you talking about here? Goya?
Vienna Games as a service, it would have already recouped its money years ago.
Pastor, what are you talking about money? You ain't never had one of $9 in your pocket in American trips at one time. What are you talking about here, Pastor?
No problem, Z. It would have already recouped its money, so if it's about to bow out now, no problem. Sea of Thieves served what it needed to do.
Okay, Pastor. Only thing dominated was that nigga named Raheem and your phone could dominate your ass last night. Hold on, we got some bills right here. We got some bills here.
Hold on, let me read these bills. They said, kick Pastor Joe stinking ass off the show.
Oh, man.
The Vegeta 90 with the $5. This is nothing new. Microsoft always celebrate in last place. Look at Zoom, Mixer, MSN. Should I go on? He in line.
But you guys wanted
Craig
to
the
say...
tech guy with the $2. Shut up, House. I'm reading the bills. Phil told these bots to get ready for the cheek busting. Oh man. And they were like, okay, daddy. Oh man.
That last super chat talks about Zoom, how Zoom was a failure. But Z and Jada wanted to put the woman who was in charge of Zoom, which is Laura Fryer, back in charge. Laura Fryer. So, I mean,
hey, Pastor, what you talking about, Pastor? Just like you said, hey, yo, just like you said, just like you lied and said, just like you said, she was a hit of Zoo Tycoon on Xbox. No, that was on PC. What you talking about?
Good for her.
She was in charge of Gears on Gears of Fire. You said Zoo Tycoon. That was on PC. That wasn't on Xbox. Nigga, it was on PC.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta pay the bill, Pastor. Hold on. I didn't pay the bill. HP, MP, XP, my brother with the $5. Phil walks so Sarah could run. You dumbass bots off a cliff.
Yeah, and that's and that's an Xbox guy. That's an Xbox fan right there. Hey yo, you niggas in. Hey yo, like on some real stuff.
Shout out to Sarah Bowman.
Absolutely. My camaraderie and my brother, he said, "Damn, you guys are brutal."
Yeah.
Facts.
Yo, so
black women some damn decorum.
Another problem. So all jokes aside, right? So. Like, and again, I guess I'm gonna speak like I just had surgery. I'm still full slow, but I'm getting better. Hold on. No. So it's like again, I'm on the record of saying they went viral. What am I saying? Fuck that water, Sea of Thieves. You know I don't like Sea of Thieves, right? And like I said, I can be subjective or subjective, right? That like I said, I was a diehard Xbox guy. I never liked Halo. I never been a Forza. I'm not into card games. You know what I mean? Halo was my favorite game in Xbox Live, right? But I give credit where credit's due. The fact that you can argue that Sea of Thieves has been their most successful IP within the last 2 generations, it's carried them. They've heard this is facts. Yeah. And the fact that you cut 50% of their staff and then tomorrow they discuss the future of the game, you niggas were just bragging about how well it's sold on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No,
they spent hold on. Last thing. Hold up. They spent $850 million developing fucking Perfect Dark. They never seen the light of day. So when you niggas talking about Concord and that $400 million, you niggas spent $850 million on Perfect Dark. Never saw the light of day.
That's a lie. Which part of the information is? Show it up on the screen.
What do you mean? Faster?
Throw out the information on the screen, Z, and say that.
You should have been here earlier. You should have been here earlier.
Why? You won't read it anyway.
You can't read it anyway. Yeah. That says a lot. That says a lot.
I'll tell you something. Your vigor and your vim towards
my black vim. My who? You didn't want dudes in your phone. What you talking about, Pastor? Hey, you don't got a BBL.
Expand your vocabulary.
What? My trousers?
We can't understand.
I don't know what you're talking about here, Cooley.
I am saying, Z, you have vigor and vim.
I have I'm well endowed. I'm well endowed. I'm well endowed.
Triple down.
I'm well endowed. What you talking about? What you trying to say here? What you trying to say here? Somali? Card counter? Palm reader?
Let me break it down to a word that
break your hut down, bitch. That grand calculator, nigga.
You are very passionate about the closure of Sea of Thieves, the supposed closure of Sea of Thieves, right?
We just talked about it.
I did not see the same passion when it is Concord was getting closed.
It's a dog shit game. What the hell are you talking about?
He said it.
I did not see.
He said George Soros again.
Yep, he said it.
Blame Biden. Are you a black Trump supporter? Blame Biden.
When
we talk about the 10-4 hats, always
the same niggas that been talking about scandal for 20 years.
You guys were quiet. You guys were very quiet with these things.
You know why we quiet? You don't tell you why. You don't tell you why we quiet. I'm gonna tell you why we quiet. Do we answer the question? I'm gonna tell you why we was quiet. So we got Death Stranding 2. We got Ghost Together. We got so we got so many goddamn games. If one closed down, we got more files. Niggas ain't got nothing. You ain't got shit.
Right now, what Death Stranding 2 would
Pastor, you got a bad, hey, Pastor, you got a bad boob job. You got a bad boob job. Shut up, nigga. Why you got titties? Why you got titties? Why you got titties? Why you got goddamn titties?
Look how you guys are.
Why is your ass so fat, Pastor?
Death Stranding 2 came out last week. Is it number one? Is it number one on the PlayStation chart, Z?
What's number one? What's number one?
I am asking you, is Death Stranding 2 on the
Yes, Death Stranding 2 is number one on PlayStation. Yes.
So what?
It's an Xbox game.
It's what? No. Pastor,
yo, I hate this nigga. Yo, I hate this nigga. Yo, I hate this nigga.
What the fuck are you talking about, Pastor?
Yo, I hate this nigga.
Pastor, you're talking about Maze MPD versus a game that just came out Friday in July, you dummy.
Bitch, I know your side is gonna mustache.
A fucking July game to goddamn.
I know your side bitch got a mustache. I know your goddamn side bitch got a mustache, bitch. I know your bottom bitch identify ass. That's all I'm saying.
Pastor Barber shave his toes.
Man. Good Lord. When it is you.
Why you showing the same sex bathroom? Why you going to the girls' bathroom one bathroom? Why you want to sit down and pee? Yeah. That was zero goddamn sense. You come from a long line of niggas with titties.
Yeah.
Z, your last name.
That's right. Please justice my grandfather. Something I don't know. I'm cool.
This is what I'm saying. You are
my granddad.
You have the lineage.
You come from a long line of niggas with titties. Shut up.
You have the lineage.
Nigga, your daddy Rush said you nigga. Shut up, nigga.
Yeah, of abundance.
Why you stuttering too much?
You scared.
But I said before.
Nigga, Why was your daddy breastfeeding you, nigga? Why was your daddy breastfeeding you? Answer me that then. We got some bills here.
Yeah, let me pay the bill.
Bitch.
We got
I hate that nigga. I hate that nigga. God got to kill that nigga soon, bro. I don't like that dude, bro.
Oh man. Come on. Hold on. Hey, listen, I blame Pastor.
He needs to get hit. He needs to get hit by a bolt of lightning.
He got hit in his ass last night while the other nigga named Quan.
God damn.
Oh yeah, he got
y'all got the Vegeta 90 with the $2. Pastor, you need to expand your infrastructure, fuck nigga. Damn, half the TP he got over there ain't good.
Wait, hold on, Vegeta 90. That was me. Oh, wait, hold on. Pastor, Pastor, calm down, Pastor. Don't get. Wait, hold on.
We can't talk right now.
What, gaming girl, my brother Jazz.
Hey, what's up, Jazz?
Tomorrow they're gonna announce they adding the rest of Kraken inside of Sea of Thieves. 8 years of that Kraken lacking.
Yeah.
Keep on them, Z and J Dub.
Yo, some real shit. We ain't never done that together, yo. Real shit. When one shit gets back right, I'm gonna go to his show too. Like, we ain't never do nothing together. That's what I'm saying. I watch this shit all the time, bro. Some real shit. He one of the few niggas that I do watch, you know, on some real shit though. Shout out to you, man. I see your work. Yeah, real shit though. Yeah.
And Pastor, you do need to explain why when Phil visited Rare, he was acting like he was playing Perfect Dark, talking about, oh, that shit was fire.
He said, I could put the control down.
That shit was fake gameplay.
And that Bethesda MMO too. He was playing that, and he said it was so good.
It was so addictive.
Phil was faking the phone.
Rogan line for a long time, bro.
He's the fucking Grim Reaper. If he shows up playing your game, says he likes it, you know your shit's done.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as he take a picture, if he come to your company and start taking pictures and shit, everybody getting laid off.
It's like Final Destination.
Yeah, and what is the sad part about it? Pastor didn't say nothing. When Phil was firing all these people, Phil Spencer, he was at home playing fucking. He was playing what was that game he was playing?
Hot Salami.
Nah, he was playing Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
At the same time, they was notified. At the same time, they were notified that they got their fucking pink slips.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No, Z, I am.
What do you think about that, Pastor?
You really what?
What do you think about that?
Yeah, what?
What do you think about that?
I am reading the articles.
What do you think about that,
Pastor?
Lying. Answer the question, Pastor.
Sea of Thieves is not closing
Answer
down.
the question,
You guys
Pastor.
are lying. Hear what they said.
Answer the question, Pastor. Answer the question.
Unprecedented.
Yeah, I'm gonna get his ass to answer the question. Answer the question.
J-Dub, but you stomping these niggas out like you supposed to, J-Dub. You stomping these niggas out like you supposed to. That's good.
Big money. Big money.
How many times?
Niggas shit, big money.
How many times we been telling these?
You guys said Microsoft is closing down Sea of Thieves. That's a lie.
What is it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does it say, Pastor?
What did he say, Pastor?
They just laid off half
Oh
the
shit!
studio.
Pastor got mad. Z and left. He got mad.
Oh,
Pastor, why you get mad?
J-Dub, how many times? How many times we been telling these niggas Game Pass ain't been working for them, bro? How many times we been telling these niggas this, bro?
Yo, that shit. What? Yo, hey, all jokes aside, though, like, yeah,
we can't even hear you, Big Shaq.
And Big Money. Guess what, Big Money? And guess what, Big Money? And we getting talker to at the end of the night. We getting talker to.
Hey, yo, all jokes aside, though, hey, so that's what you went. Big Money, what's up, bro? You bro. That tomorrow they have before Yo J. I'll be on a little early. I'm gonna do both shows. Sea of Thieves, they're having Rare. I'm sorry, Rare. They're having a presentation to discuss the future of the studios after the cutback. So they out of there. They out of there. Yeah, they out of there. They out of there, bro.
Microsoft cut 50% of the funding. Laid the head guys of the studios they quit. They left. So it's a wrap for Sea of Thieves.
You want to bet? Y'all niggas love spreading lies, my nigga. I don't know what
That's all the niggas do. That's all the niggas do.
Big Shaq said we were never gonna get talker.
Y'all niggas lies. Nigga, I would say that in the 3-month exclusive.
Hey, J-Dub.
3-month exclusive, dumbass nigga.
Always talking about win, J-Dub. Win. Now,
you know what these guys are?
We win our game, so hey, it is what it is.
Them niggas
Shaq running around with his fingers in his ears saying, la 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 la.
Shaq, all you gotta do is pull up tomorrow.
Told them niggas only one game.
Big Shaq, all you gotta do is pull up.
Now, Z, can I talk?
Yeah. No. I want to hear. What this bad ass nigga got to say? What you got to say here?
What you got to say, Big Shaq?
What you got to say?
What you got to say?
With no vote?
Talk your shit, Big Shaq.
With no vote?
He got mad too, Z. He got mad too.
Oh man!
Why everybody getting mad? We on their ass.
Oh man! Oh man!
They getting mad. Running out of here.
Oh man!
I can't get mad.
Everybody with the shitty
I can't believe Phil been lying to investors about Game Pass like that, bro. I can't believe they've been lying to them investors about Game Pass, bro, letting them know that talking about this shit is growing and it's not, bro. That's a damn shame what they've been doing, bro. It's crazy.
The money hand.
Yeah, they don't sell with that.
You niggas gonna be saying,
they're doing funny, man.
And for the next 20 years, the shit gonna still be growing. Goofy nigga.
You think so?
Goofy.
No, listen, all jokes aside, you know, right?
Funny, man.
No, listen, all jokes aside, right? Listen. And you think things are going well for you niggas though? You think you guys are in there? You think you guys are like real talk?
The future's bright.
You think your future's bright? You think you're going to the next grade next year? Hold on, some old school shit. You think you're going to the next grade next year?
Z.
Yes, sir.
Why is J-Dub kicking me?
What? That was
when you down.
That was the Biden administration. That was the Biden administration. That was the Biden administration.
You guys came in here and said
that was the Biden administration. 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 That was those saying nigga. That was a beautiful big mill. That was a beautiful big mill. That was a beautiful big bill.
Y'all playing dirty on my followers, man.
Him and Big Shaq getting mad, jumping out the window, blaming me.
Why you playing dirty, man?
You a liar.
That was a beautiful big bill. That was a tax break. My bad.
Yeah,
playing dirty, man.
I have never stormed
you
off
give a
this
vote for Trump.
Oh shit, my bad.
Anytime you guys see me not talking, is J-Dub kick me. Don't lie, J-Dub.
He kicked you in your ass, nigga. Some cowboy moves.
I never kick you when you up, fuck nigga. I damn sure kick you when you down.
Listen to me. I am trying to understand what is the purpose of lying.
What?
This report here does not say that Microsoft is closing down.
What does it say? What is
going on with
to talk about the status of the company, dummy.
Listen, but there is nothing here saying
that they just laid off half the company.
Pastor, they just cut 50% of the company. The head executives left. They left.
Unprecedented CFC community direct broadcast after Microsoft layoffs. They never said anything about closing down. So where will you get that from? Again, another
you said Taco 2 when it comes to PS5. Remember? Pastor, you a liar.
Let me knock you down.
Liar, Pastor. Liar.
Hey, Pastor,
don't get mad. He always get mad. Yeah, he always get mad and leave.
Runs off.
Like he can't change the show.
Yeah, trying to change the narrative. He trying to change the goddamn narrative.
Hey, Big Money, I'm glad you here, Big Money. You know what I'm saying? What you think going on, man? Microsoft done laid off, you know what I'm saying, 90% of the goddamn gaming studio that they done paid $70 billion for. What you think about what's going on over there?
I think Bill Gates was right. He's like, man, why the fuck are we getting to the gaming business, man? He was right. Why the fuck did they get into this shit? It looked like these last 25 years been for nothing, bro. We had one good generation from them, and that's it. Any one of their consoles sold over 100 million?
No.
That's terrible.
Well, no, on the other side,
5 consoles.
I give them two. Big Money. I give them two. The reason why I give them the old Xbox because they bought a lot of the game. The Xbox Live. You know, where we communicate.
Yeah, but that motherfucker only sold like 15,000 million copies.
Yeah, it's so 20 million. It had a 4-year life cycle. It's so more than Nintendo. So I give them that. And they did well with this. Now with the Xbox One, and with the Xbox One and what's this shit here? The Series consoles, You know what I mean? I would say half of the generation, almost a quarter of the generation was okay with the Xbox One when it still had the games that Donnie D gave, right? After the shit with Donnie D.
Let me ask you this: with the first console,
yes, sir,
minus Halo, how do you think that first console would have did minus Halo?
Halo 2. I mean, it was Halo 2. It was Halo. It was Xbox Live. You know, that's what did it. Xbox Live. It was the new. It was how you say? Because that's what made me. That's what made me an Xbox. Because I was a PlayStation guy, bro. I remember this real shit, right? So I'm gonna tell you a story right quick. And I'm not gonna be talking my mouth hurt. So, that when God of War, I was so hyped about God of War. When I was always for the record, even me being a diehard Xbox guy, God of War was always my favorite game, right? I never played God of War 1 and 2, right? The reason why I never played God of War 1 and 2, remember that was came out for the PS2, right? But I had got my PS2 started reading discs, right? And I had the Xbox, and that's why I really got into the SOCOM. I was playing online, and you know, and I was like, well, just fuck it. So I didn't get my first God of War that I ever played was God of War 3. I didn't play that to the PS3. You know what I mean? That's how you say how satisfied I was with my original Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, and just because I play online, just, you know, I like to talk shit. You niggas know me personally. You know what I mean? And the fact that I could sit there and talk shit, my nigga, bro, I was like, bro, I will come home from work some days. Listen. I will come home from work some days when I was working at something, right? Fucking all these bitches. I will come to work. We had the Xbox party tag, so it wasn't. We was in the dashboard. We had like it could have like 100 niggas in the dashboard, and we would be there just hiking for hours. It was like a chat line, my nigga. That shit blew my fucking mind. So that was a whole new way of gaming. So you tell my nigga, you know, it went from we playing Madden at the work, or we gonna play live at the work. One of them, I'm not going to your house, so you go to my house. You go to your house, and you know what I mean. And I'm in my house, we can still play on the couch and talk shit and all that shit. Like, bro, that shit took me. Yeah, my nigga, like that for me personally. You know, anybody else, you know what I mean. that was everything to me. Like that was like, oh my God, I'm talking shit. That's you know what I mean, bro. Back then, that's what Tim. I didn't even know Tim. That's Tim didn't know me from being in the forums and shit, like GameSpot thing. I used to be fucking with so many niggas. Oh, I'm talking shit online. You know, we have Microsoft. Listen, when I saw how they push the envelope, push the industry forward. I'm sorry, I'm getting the words right. Push the industry forward. They will make broadband game on internet a necessity. You had to have that. Sony was still doing dial-up, so you had niggas didn't know what broadband was. DSL, like Microsoft made it a standard for
they made them use Ethernet.
So listen, listen. Let's sit here. So where they were saying, you know, because everybody had AOL, and they didn't AOL dial-up and shit, you know what I mean? And that's the time they had the niggas in charge. They said no. Well, I know we can get more customers that way. Well, for this to be done right and have voice chat and be clear, it has to be on high-speed internet. When I didn't even have a computer. Listen, this is how I wasn't beta testing, nigga. I didn't even have a computer. My little smart ass, I said, all I need is the line. So we got cable, so I checked the modem. All I did was plug my Xbox into the back of the goddamn cable modem. I was online, nigga. I didn't have a PC. That's how, nigga. I was a fucking beta tester. Look at my Gamertag, my nigga. So when I was coming out talking about Xbox shit, like nigga, you said the guy from Xbox, nigga, I was at day one, ground zero, and we used to be in the game with, we bought the Dreamcast and all that shit. I had to go online with the Dreamcast, you know, the Sega Saturn. So when they came with that fucking, you know, with the broadband and me playing online with the Sega Saturn and all that shit in the Dreamcast, it was like, oh my God, this is it. You know what I mean? Like, it was fast, there was no stuttering. Like, bro, I was done. So I give Microsoft so much credit and props for what they went into gaming. I even had the online shit for the GameCube. They had the adapter. You had to get an adapter for the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube. They were so far ahead of Sony and Nintendo with this. You had to buy a $100 adapter. I had got it for the GameCube. The GameCube had one game, it was Fantasy Star. Nigga, I'm telling you, I was there. The GameCube had Fantasy Star. I had got the Soul on shit. You had to get the adapter. They didn't even. I'm sorry, Sony had the Final Fantasy game. The subscription was, you know, you had to pay a month. You know what I mean? But you had, you know, it was no comparison to what I was doing with the high speed shit. So that blew my mind. So I give credit in the fact that they had, listen, like the J. Alex and the Rubber who believed in it. You know what I mean? And you know, this is this new cool hip thing. This thing they went from this cool hip product where niggas are so excited to what they are now. So sometimes when we coming out and saying, and me even having that conversation with Phil, I said, Phil, I don't want you on a real platform. This is why I need before the game become a service, and you know what I mean, just, you know, he's like, no, and I'm thinking this nigga's full of shit, my nigga. Oh no, Z, I swear to God, my mom's birthday today too. I gotta call my grandmother back. She was like no, Zaire, no, I see you guys, you the crap, and you know, the BGST, you know what I mean? You know, I didn't even know they knew what Sony Pony was. Like, so you didn't know who I was before. I didn't know. I'm a street nigga. I ain't know what no goddamn Phil Spencer. You niggas still, like, I think I be bullshit. Y'all still be telling me this developer, this developer. Nigga, I was always in the game. I just didn't know how it like that. I never gave a fuck with the game. Like, you just think when you're saying, like, I ain't never, you know, that's all you hate to say. You know, how you say idol worship, like, you know, I don't know, that never looked like it was a big deal. Listen, I didn't even know who David Jaffee was. They didn't tell me, and I'm not over there.
Z, now I understand what you're saying about with the online stuff, but when I look back at that first Xbox, brother, as far as game wise, the only thing that I seen people playing on that was Halo. That was it. That was the only thing that kept that thing going. That was the only thing that kept that game going.
Listen, if you was a Sega nigga, they had old Sega games. They had shit moves, my nigga. Listen, they had old top. They had some shit, my nigga. Like the fact that we got BioWare will make Microsoft Xbox make BioWare what they listen, Microsoft, this is fact, they dropped the ball. That's what they said. I said they should have bought BioWare instead of fucking Rare. It was Microsoft that made BioWare what they are. You know what I mean? On the couch, the Jade Empires, the nice old Republic. You know, that was just so well on the Xbox. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, this is what made. That's why EA wouldn't pick them up. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah. I'm talking some real shit.
They had Splinter Cell, didn't they? Yeah.
I know it was Splinter Cell. They black Ubisoft told they was ahead of this shit. They listen. They black Ubisoft with Splinter Cell. You know what I mean? It was like you didn't have Tom Cruise on the Xbox. You know what I mean? They had the Xbox was the first console. Listen, hold on, Xbox was the first console to do DLC. You had the expansion pack with Splinter Cell. You know what I mean? When the game said, the Splinter Cell said Xbox Live. What, I was like, you know, like what the hell was the Xbox Live? Because it wasn't multiplayer. They came with like a little, the little mission. It was bullshit. It was like a little mission that came out.
Well, let me ask you something.
So that so. So when I say that, it was big. I didn't play Halo. Halo was for the white boys. Like for the niggas, we was on the 2Ks, bro. We was just talking shit. We had FIFA online. We was fighting and all that shit, like bro. They did so much, like, you know what I mean? And like I said, when I say still, they made Sony get their online shit together. You know when the PS3 came out, what no voice chat, no extra still, what no trophies to control the room. That's what I said, it's so important. Last thing to say, it's so important, like I said, you know, I mean, we joking and say, like I said, bring it healthy, like I said, and you know, because when even Sony said, without more, it is a business in the competition, they will become stagnant. You know what I mean? When you have, why do you think Atari fell off, bro? It's stagnant. They had no other competition.
You want them to be great again.
Yeah, listen, Atari, the reason why we went to their whole game with Atari and all this shit, they was the big top dog, ColecoVision dropped out, they had nobody else. And started Nintendo came in, and they saved the gaming thing. And again, because, bro, you know, I mean, first of all, I saw it was a site like, and with Nintendo, what the game, with the AB, with the controller, like, that shit was like epic. I mean, so, and I guess they lost, like I said, but what they did, like, as far as family, you know, and they got the year started on Sony had the game in their headlock, like they had everything, you know what I mean? And them coming in and make the strides that they did, it was like, you know.
Hold on, Pastor, before you go, let me ask you this one last question.
Yeah.
So, during the PlayStation 3 generation, the 360 generation, do you think that was a mistake that Sony let online be for free and Microsoft, and they seen Microsoft steady making money with the online stuff by charging? Do you think Sony should have started charging people more, or they should have just stayed?
No, you know what they couldn't. They had the shit. They had
infrastructure together.
They had different problems at the time.
They didn't have you coming from look, you came from. And that should be Sony's niggas bragging, oh, you just pay for online, we ain't got to pay for online, right? And that's, you know, so I guess, like, you know, there's like something Xbox, they don't know how to expect they argument points, you know what I mean? Like, you bring with some bullshit. That's like Sony, they used to always say that we ain't got to pay for online, you ain't got to pay for online. But they online was so shitty, how you gonna come off the gate when they can try to charge? Like, the voice chat wasn't even mandatory. You remember, they didn't have a dedicated headset. You can use any Bluetooth headset. They wouldn't even back in their own goddamn headset. I mean, Sony first headset that came out was, I think they had one bundle with the Warhawk bundle and what's that goddamn game? Metal Gear or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean? It came out with, but they didn't have, you could use any more. It was janky as fuck, my nigga. You know what I mean? So again, Microsoft made them get on their grind. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It was in their ass. You know what I mean? You know, most of them bought the PSP at launch, they bought that bitch for the Blu-ray player.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? This is a fact. I was there. You know what I mean? And my first goddamn game, listen, and watch this. That's what I'm talking about. And Sony's always talking about tech and 1080 and Blu-ray, right? That was their thing, right? They came up with a high def a year later, right? And they came up with this $600 console who didn't even support all the high definition formats. It didn't support 1080i. So if you didn't have a goddamn TV that was the fucking, because my TV was 1080i, right? I mean, the old school goddamn, it would downgrade the signal to 480p or 40i. That's what that whole joke of next to 40i. That's just like, I had got me a DLP Samsung, like in the console came in November. I got me a 1080p like in that jail when I got my taxes, when I got my taxes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Well, I had to get an HDMI to the UEI connector. Like this shit was, you know, they even made them get, you know what I mean? Like, you know, get this shit in line. You know what I mean? Like that's what I said is very important. And not to be fear-mongering, because when even the Sony, I was watching an interview, even the top guy from Sony was talking about it. You know what I mean? Because they push back with each other, especially when Nintendo's out there doing their own thing. It's not competing. You know what I mean? And you know they're not pushing tech. So why Sony? You know why I gotta have this go out there and spend X, Y, and Z, why. And last thing, why I had to go to this and check where there was no else for you to play 2K at there. There's no else for you to play Madden at. You know what I mean? Like that's what that's the part out there. Like what's we gonna go? You know what I mean? Like
let me ask you this, Z.
Yes.
So let me ask you this, right?
Yeah. Oh, if I answer your question, right? Hold on. If I answer your question,
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
You good.
Yeah.
So given everything you just said,
yes, sir.
including that Microsoft is worse today compared to
by far.
yesteryear, right?
By far, yes.
Right?
By far.
By far.
Yes.
If that is the case, why is Sony saying today that we need Xbox?
I just told you. Who? Did you not hear what I just said?
Why is Sony saying today in this generation? Let's see answer. What name is Z?
Okay, so to answer your question, so when the guy was in the interview, they talk about far as them pushing each other as far as innovation. You know what I mean? Like if you have, imagine there was only one TV company in the world. Listen.
You asked the man a question.
What you talking about? Like, I don't think you're able to have a good conversation. So you asked me why they're important to the industry, and them and pushing the industry forward as far as technology and the way that we, you know what I mean. So that's what he was talking about. They're like, you know what I mean. I'll give you an example. Remember when Microsoft was at E3 by themselves, right? And they went out there, motherfucking dropped there. Yeah, watch this. You know what they can say? You know what? It's not the same. We need Sony there. We need someone to gauge what we're doing to what they're doing. You understand that? We need someone else there to say, you know what? We think our shit is hot, right? Of course, you're gonna think your shit is hot if you don't even want there. Well, you should want there like, damn, that shit was really hot. We gotta come and step our game up. So that's what he meant by that, Pastor. If you understand that, if you're gonna break character and we're gonna have a conversation. So that's what I mean in terms of you know what I mean. Of course we want to destroy them. We want to sell one anyway. But again, and just stuff like oh shit, look. Kojima. Everybody swear that Kojima was the best guy there. Wait, hold up. Everybody swear that Kojima was the GOAT, the guy when it comes to building, right? So you know what? Japan lost their way. Let me out. What Japan used to lead the industry as far as games. So you don't know. Games used to come out in Japan first, right? You know what I mean? So what happened was in the West, you had companies like EA and all. They started, because Japan got away for so long, doing this little bullshit ass cutscene, but now, EA don't start putting the money because it was just no sort and doing over the top. You had the Grand Theft Auto, and the Kojima said, he said in Japan he said this well that we had to step our game up and look what they're doing out there in the West. You know what I mean? And they don't, step. They said a lot of them didn't change. That's why a lot of Japanese people the way the door worked. You know what I mean? The Segas, they couldn't fell off because they couldn't, or refused to. And you have to keep moving forward and growing. You know what I mean? Even continue. I had an argument yesterday. You know what I mean? Like he was amazed about what they did with Grand Theft Auto 3. He's like, oh wow, because it was new. Grand Theft Auto 2 used to be like a top down over the camera. That's open world. You know what I mean? That was like the first game like that. That's why it was so different. And guess what? That gave all the stuff we have now. If you understand that, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna have a real conversation, it should hurt like that's what we mean with it. So, here's
what I try to understand, right?
Okay.
You are saying that this generation is the worst generation when it comes to Xbox.
You disagree? You disagree?
No, that's not. Let me make my point.
Do you disagree, Pastor?
And what I'm saying,
do you disagree, Pastor?
Let me finish my point. You will understand what I'm saying.
Do you disagree? Yes or no?
Just no. Let me finish my point.
No, you always ask people questions, but you
I asked your question, right?
Why you never answer questions, Pastor? Why?
Z, listen to what I'm saying, right? When I asked you that question, you still didn't answer my question because hear what I'm saying.
Because you never answer questions.
Hear what I'm saying, right?
I did answer your question, Pastor.
Hear what I'm saying, right? If it is that this is the worst generation for Xbox, why there are more PlayStation exclusive games now that used to be exclusive for PlayStation. Let me finish this point.
That has nothing to do with Xbox.
Shut up, you crackhead! I was speaking to you.
What games are you talking about, Pastor?
As I said before,
what games are you talking about?
There were games like Final Fantasy. There was
all the multiplayer. That's all.
They could have went to Xbox at any time. They're third party.
That's Sony.
15 launched on both consoles last generation. What are you talking about?
Pastor, what are you talking about, Pastor? You're wrong.
Third party too. Shut up.
Hey, Pastor, you're wrong, bro. Like that's like I don't know if you're going to these weak talking words. Wait. What's that? Hey, Pastor. That's so.
It needs to make sense. It needs to make sense.
Pastor.
It needs to make sense. If it is that this is the worst if this is the worst generation for Xbox, then they should be getting less and less support from everyone.
They don't.
And
They don't. They don't. They don't.
Wukong is coming out in August. A whole year after.
What I am seeing is that these devs, including Sony,
I don't think you're giving that long.
They're selling less than last.
Sony is saying for their own first party title that we need Xbox. We need Xbox to sell more of this game. Right?
When they said it, when they said it, when they said it, Pastor, when they say that, Pastor, no, you're steroid. Stop. No, I can't have a conversation. You're real
Stop making assumptions.
Pastor, wait, bro, Pastor, hold on, Pastor, I'm talking to you. Hold on, hey, brother. Are you able to have an electrical conversation? Like, when did Sony say this? Like, is this you saying? Like, what are you talking about, Pastor? Like, when did Sony say this?
He's talking about Helldivers, but that was
we let him say it.
Yeah. Are you guys this slow, boy?
No. When did Sony say this? When did Sony say this?
You totally said it. You totally fucking said it.
Said what?
You don't even play games. Sit your goofy ass down.
He didn't say that, Freddie. He said Sony said that. That's not. He said Sony said.
Oh, good Lord, Father, this is crazy.
So where did Sony say this?
No, shut up.
Post the link.
I am not
post the link so we can.
You asked me a question, right? I answered your question. I didn't give you no character. You said that. So when they said the Xbox was done, did they not sell less consoles than they ever sold? Less software than they ever sold. So how are they not dying?
Why?
No. Do you understand? Pastor.
Answer the question. Stop asking.
They sold less hardware. Listen, they sold less hardware.
You don't have any exclusive. You're putting your shit everywhere.
No, forget the exclusive. They sold less software and less hardware than they did. Listen. No.
Wait, Pastor. Jesus.
So when they say Xbox is dead, look. So when they say Xbox is dead or is dying, that's why. Okay. They sold less software and less hardware than they ever did in 4 generations. They sold more software than with the original Xbox. This is fact.
That's a fact. Correct. So then why is Sony putting Helldivers 2 on this generation?
They said they was going to put live service. Bruh, they been talked about putting live service games everywhere.
The devs are doing that because their next game is going to be multi-platform.
That don't even answer that they still the worst that they've ever been. Hold on,
for the people
devs who wanted that.
Yeah, for the people that don't know nobody in the chat, first of all, Pastor is lying. Pastor always lying. Yeah. They put those games over there, first of all, because it's a live service game. The baseball game, if anybody want to know about MLB being over there, that was Major League Baseball. Sony had nothing to do with that. Nothing. And those other games are third fucking party. He always trying to blur the line between first party and third party. Those fucking games are third fucking party. So stop telling people that those are first party games, Pastor, because they're not. The only game that's first party is Helldiver, and it's a live service game, which Sony said they were going to put those live service games everywhere. They've been told us it's just other ponies out there that didn't want to believe it. Just like Xbox guys didn't want to believe all y'all games was coming to our system. It was some ponies out there saying that shit that it would never come. But Sony then said, listen, we're thinking about putting these live service games everywhere, because that's the only way they get to thrive. The only one. You showed me one live service game that's not everywhere. Show me one live service game that's not everywhere.
Halo Infinite.
What? Jesus Christ.
Wait. And it's multi-platform. It's on console and PC. That's multi-platform. It's a multi-platform.
Hey, Pastor, you gotta strip your game up, bro. Hey, Pastor. Hey, bro, I want to see you at the monolith.
It's on console and PC.
Big Money has just said,
and it's coming to, and Halo is coming to the PlayStation later on. So what are you talking about?
Needs Xbox to help.
All right, we gotta
Show us the link. Show us the article where they said.
Hold on. Let them do the bills, y'all. Let them get the bills. Let me get the bills.
Yeah, you gotta stick your game with pass. You gotta stick your game with pass. This shit weak, bro.
King Coon of the chat, Max City Entertainment, my brother. Every day Xbox dies, but PlayStation keeps porting this game.
Yeah, buddy, come on,
man. See, all over the place. He ain't making no damn sense. I blame Heat and the Megiazo. Oh,
yeah,
where is Megiazo?
Hold on. Game Trousers with the $2. Big dummy. Will Gran Turismo 7 come to Xbox then?
Hell no.
You remember the Game Trousers? Game Trousers Big Money told us that Talker 2 is not coming to PlayStation.
But Big Money
remember he said that, Big Money?
Hey, Game Trailers, why don't you work on the bass in your voice, my nigga? Do that. Work on the bass in your voice.
Hey, am I hearing this correctly? Are you niggas in here talking about only 4 games? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Only 4 games? That's what I'm hearing?
That's exactly.
They've never said that. They've always said their games as a service games are going to go everywhere. That's what
Sure did.
They didn't say one game's going. They said the game is
Let me stop the bullshit right now. These goofy motherfuckers only saying that shit, right? Because they know all their games are fucking coming over to PlayStation, and then they also know that their console is done for. They just trying to fucking blur the lines and do all this goofy shit. It's over for them niggas. It's over for Xbox.
What you say, Jada?
It's over for Xbox. Let's not even humor. Let's not even humor.
We got another bill.
Hold on, Pastor. I got one more bill.
Yeah.
Game Trousers with the $2.
Slap the like button.
is live service.
Win, J-Dog, win.
Exactly.
What?
Oh, man.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's how you know some of these dudes don't game, bro. Let's stop humoring these dudes with extremely low gamer scores. It's a waste of your time. Game Trousers, Pastor Joe, and Phenom, they gamer score add up less than 10,000. So why are we humoring these niggas?
No, you are telling me that here what?
Who is these niggas? Why are we humoring these niggas? Because they you just be talking to yourself. Hold on,
like that. Hey yo, on the real shit though, you gotta step your game when I you up, man. So you that's so man, bro. No. If that's if the resources you're dying, Pastor, have they not sold less software and less hardware ever, Pastor? Yes or no?
Again, yes, they sold it, but Sony.
Okay, fine.
Everything he said is but Sony, Sony.
Okay. Yeah, you sound all right. That's why, Pastor. That's why. That's why people say that they're fucking.
So share the link.
Yeah, listen. Like I said, Z, we gotta have a minimum gamer score around here for a motherfucker to get a chance to talk on the panel. That's just literally
right. Hey, Vass, you have to go through all that stuff. And Vass, that makes zero.
And the sad part is Pastor Joe is leading the pack.
It's very sad. It's very sad that you guys are not even thinking logical and
we're not
thinking.
You
guys are not thinking logical.
You mean thinking? You mean thinking?
Hey, is that like Stalker 2?
Pastor Joe, you gonna Pastor Joe, you gonna watch me stream Talker 2 on my PS5 Pro?
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch me stream Talker 2 on my PS5 Pro, Pastor?
Yeah.
And you guys cannot even understand what it is I said. I simply said
we can't. You don't speak all the way English.
We don't care what you said.
No, that's a lot of dummies and crackheads. That's why it's
we can't understand your. You don't speak all the way English, Pastor. It's hard to understand you.
So
you might as well go
Let
to your
him
goat.
You speaking of the booty hole, Pastor? Come on, man.
Let him talk, man. Let him talk.
But
You need a better mic. That's good.
Nah, he need an English tutor.
We need Xbox today.
Hold on.
It sounds like he's talking through his goat.
Yeah. We got zigzagging with the $2. I'm feeling poetic. May I, good brother?
Yeah, man.
God tier greatness? Oh, man. Listen, hold on. Pastor Joe, we got a super chat for you, my good brother. God tier greatness with the $20. Just send Pastor to that room. He's clearly not doing his homework before he shows up and talk out his ass.
Get his ass. Hey, Pastor, you showed with a bunch of like. Is that what you do on your show? Like, what did you run over there? Why is Tony sitting here? When does Tony say this shit here? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Where did they say that, Pastor? Share the
you don't saw a lot of software there. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I can guarantee you this. If it cost them a lot of money to bring that game over there, it wouldn't be there.
Is Death Stranding coming on in August?
Death Stranding? No.
Go to that room.
Is Death Stranding coming where?
Go to that room.
Is Death Stranding coming where?
That's another third party. Like, what are you talking about?
Is Death Stranding coming to
Why do you keep bringing up third
Death Stranding?
Shut up.
Death Stranding.
I'm not speaking to
Get him in that room.
That's a big deal.
Close your eyes, show me your face.
Death Stranding. What are you talking about?
Is Death Stranding
It's a multi-platform.
What the fuck is it? Who? Death Stranding 2? Death Stranding 2?
Eventually, yeah. Eventually, probably,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
We don't know when. We don't know when.
Thank you very much.
Xbox ain't gonna be around.
Pastor, we don't know when. We have no date, no nothing that it's coming to Xbox on this date. What are you talking about?
Get his ass up out of here! Get his ass up out of here!
Thank you.
I keep telling y'all, if y'all argue with retards, people gonna start thinking you're a retard yourself.
And then, bro, like, what the hell did they say that? Like, what the hell is he talking about here? Like, what did Sony say that? Why do you Xbox not dying? They did not sell those software and hardware that they ever done. They did better at the first generation. That's why niggas like real. Like, oh, listen, all jokes aside, niggas said, speaking on situation a little bit, because I said surgery, but this shit hurt. Fucking, they have sold less software and hardware than they've ever done. They did better at selling games with their original Xbox. Look how, look how nice the Old Republic sold. State Empire, Project Gotham, compared to the shit they have now. Just look at the quality. Watch this, fuck this. Here you go. Hold on, shit is kicking again. So no, another person. Look at this. Look at the quality. Look at the scope of the games. Look at this quality, the scope of the games they released under Donnie D compared to what's on the field. Look at the type of deals they did and got Titanfall and shit like that. And look what they have now.
Look at Starfield compared to Fallout and
Nigga, look at Starfield. Listen, look at Starfield compared to goddamn National Republic, Jade Empire, goddamn Otagi. Look at this. It's like, come on, bro. Like you can't be an Xbox guy and you say this and you like I'm wrong when I'm telling you guys. And you guys don't know why, because you niggas, y'all don't even play them fucking games. Y'all don't even play them dog shit goddamn games. Halo's not even the top games in Xbox anymore. If you think you niggas ain't lost their way, Halo's not even the top games played on Xbox no more.
Nope.
You don't longer have Forza. Forza's gone.
Yep.
Your most successful game in 2 generations is Sea of Thieves. They going away tomorrow. Like, bro, like, hold on now. Like, hey, maybe, you know what, Jerome? Maybe, hey. You know what? Sometimes, Jerome, we don't like you niggas. We were talking about you niggas dead folks here. I think you niggas is weird, right? But sometimes we be out here telling the truth. Like, hold on here, man. It's tough love here. We're not lying.
Is it a coincidence?
Yeah, like, hold on here, my nigga.
No, is it a coincidence that when Sea of Thieves first came out, you had like a broken jaw?
Oh, you ain't lying.
Here we are now.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
I mean, it's kind of astrological.
Yeah, you got played the ticket.
Yeah, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah, we got played the ticket. They out of here. You about to go right walk in here. Hold on. But you ain't lying. So what I'm saying is just like all and this is where you're gonna have fun breaking character here. Like this is the why we're saying you're done. I'm only teasing you niggas. I'm also asking you niggas to go out there and demand better. Watch, I'm telling you niggas to go out there and demand better. This ain't this way. Everybody can't be wrong. Listen, don't anyone see. Look, I gotta listen. You know, I've been part of. Listen, and do a lot of people take a lot of things from my platform, my ideas and stuff. Absolutely, a lot of bigger platforms. Like, you know, it is what it is, right? You know, ding, 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 ice, baby. You know, right? But what I'm saying is, like, it's not wrong. Forget the shenanigans, forget the jokes and the theatrical. Listen to what I'm saying. I haven't been wrong yet. I'm telling you, the reason when I'm saying niggas think about this is gonna fail, have I lied? So what have I lied? And you're saying, you know what, something hot is on positive. When you niggas do something good, I give you credit. If it was something hot, I'm okay, I'm gonna have one. Like, the fuck, like, I'm not just, like, this ain't no outside the Jelly Roll. Like, I'm telling you some real shit here. Like, this ain't it. Like, we were the Dude Road Shooter Box, Mountain Dew Doritos. You niggas have lost your way. You niggas arguing down on my Zoo Tycoon and Lucky Tails. You niggas did this shit. Don't want Sony niggas. This was Xbox niggas telling me we need games like Lucky Tails and Zoo. These were you niggas. And you niggas have went over, even else to yourself that you niggas would evangelize it. You have went along with this shit. You have, you guys refusing to man better. And why are we here now? Like you, like you guys, you want to order. You niggas, you don't listen. I don't want them to go away. I want a record that is very unhealthy for gaming. You know what I mean? Sony needs somebody to push back on them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want a world with just PlayStation. Like, it's very unhealthy. Like, you know what I mean? Sony don't have never give us a price because they don't want to do shit. They're only showing town. I'm telling you, niggas, wake the fuck up there. Oh, man, ain't that bad, man. We got, no! Them dog shit ass goddamn games. Well, we got Stalker. Who the fuck is, listen, shout out to the Stalker, right? Who the fuck is play Stalker 1? That's some PC shit. That's not console type. It's the dumbest like faster why Xbox sold 50K in May. Listen, watch this. Look, prime example. Watch this. You said it's niggas like faster why Xbox sold 50K in May, right? No, listen. Those numbers, right? So you don't think they know again that if you need software, right, to sell your hardware, right? And if you give other places to buy the software, you're not gonna buy your hardware. And why do you niggas keep thinking they're telling you to put everything in everywhere? You don't think they know they're going to sell less hardware? There is no next generation for you niggas. There's no dev kits. Who the fuck is making a console?
What happened to that zombie game?
It takes years to make a console. R&D. Like, there is no dev kits. Like, they're not. Listen, what the fuck are you done?
State of Decay is supposedly safe, but nobody knows for how long.
That shit done. That shit out of here. Fucking State of Decay. I'm just talking about, you're not giving me hardware. That's a PC. Listen, it's not a PC. Try to play Grand Theft Auto on it. This new shit is coming out. Try to play Grand Theft Auto on it.
Yep.
It was a console. Play Grand Theft Auto on it. It was. Listen, listen. Remember this? You know your library. No game was left behind. Your library doesn't even come with you. Like it's not like.
It could.
No, it can't because they got a fucking
enrich voice. It could. It might.
No, it can't. Not only listen because those aren't their games. Those are third-party games. They have to sign on to do that, and Microsoft has to pay license fees all over again.
They're contracted to the console, so as soon as they go to PC, they would have lawsuit.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Like, no, like that's so. Like, bro, like who the fuck is making it? Like, listen, like all jokes aside, we having fun here, we talking. Like, listen what I'm saying here. Like, there is. This is it. Ain't no more. Like, you niggas are done. Like, there ain't no more hardware. Look, they say right there. All right, yeah, what else, man?
They're just getting started, though, Z.
Yeah, watch this.
Xbox greatness is just getting started.
What Bill said. What Bill said this, right?
This is it for Xbox hardware.
Yeah, Bill said, look, he also said no game was left behind. You take your library with you. Is that true? Well, you know that not to be true. You can't. I'm gonna play the thing from Moore's Law again. Hold on, hold on. They're just like, yo, like, goddamn, like, I'm in here with the wires in my mouth and everything. Tell you, like, yo, like, hold on here. I'm giving this one podcast in pain right now. Like, I'm telling you,
that's where we run into the problem, though, Z, is because what you just said, they don't believe that.
How are you not? You're right.
They literally, like, that's why I was like saying that line. Like, they could, they might, because that's literally what.
They don't want
If there was some bots in here right now, that's what they would be saying.
It reminds me of these dumbass Trump supporters, especially the black ones, right? The white guy's fine, you don't think it's race, that's fine. You don't rock him to man because he's white. Fuck it, it is what it is, right? But to the black niggas, I'm like, hold on, how do you not see this goes against you? How do you not see this right here? What the hell is going on here? Like, when you think you come, look, they're going to retire as the next generation. Oh, they told me, listen, wait. All this they was making a handheld, they were never making a handheld. They leaked the token. They were never. Oh, they decided. No, they're not doing it. They never do. If so, who was making it? Where was the dev kids? There wasn't. Look, what I'm saying. I'm playing shit here again. Like, hold on.
Isn't that funny? They're telling the devs it's a PC, but the console guys, they're telling them it's a console.
Listen,
I have a dev asking, I saw it in screenshots, I should say, a dev asking Xbox for clarification on if there will be Xbox Ally X dev kits, and also what they need to know about compatibility. And then the Xbox Outreach customer service person in this behind the scenes forum responded with these quotes. I'm quoting directly here, even if I'm not showing it. First quote: "For the submission process, there are no changes planned at this point," for the Xbox Ally X, by the way, "since it is a PC device." There's a direct quote. They directly just call it a PC. They do not say it is an Xbox behind the scenes. Second quote: "I am not aware of any test device that will be available. No dev kits." Third quote: "For older UWP projects, I'll need to confirm." And long story short, without showing or reading paragraphs of info, this is someone at Microsoft, and I asked a developer contact of mine if I'm interpreting this correctly, and the person told me I am. Yet this to me suggests that with people at Xbox not bothering with dev kits or porting help for pre-Series S or Series X games, and then multiple devs also telling me that Xbox would breach contracts and open legal attacks up to themselves if they had an emulator on PC. And behind the scenes, Xbox is directly calling the Ally X a PC. They are not calling it an Xbox. They're saying, you don't need a dev kit, you don't need any of this. It's a PC, don't worry, it's just running Windows. I have to take all of this together and warn Xbox users that unfortunately, if you want your games that aren't Play Anywhere to work on future Xbox consoles, the safest bet is to apparently buy them on Steam, like Colin and I were just suggesting in our conversation. Now, behind the scenes, Microsoft seems to frankly be very aloof and uncaring about what the hell happens to their Xbox fans, and just kind of crossing their fingers, you know, and hoping they all migrate on Game Pass to PC and just buy it on Steam otherwise. And they don't care what happens to this catalog of games over the next decade as they stop making true consoles and just make PCs they call Xboxes. So
Yep.
How long before he's back to spin?
Right there, man.
Hey, that's some truth with some cheese on it. Yep, and passive on damage control that. No, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. It says everything what the fuck it means.
Yeah, so like you know, like there's nobody making, there's no dev kits. Who's making it? Like the reason why you hear so much talk about the PS6 and AMD because they started R&D on these consoles like 5-6 years in advance. They should no regular dev. Like there is no that's it. And you know the whole.
You just don't wake up one day, Z, and start developing something overnight. This shit is like you said, 5-6 years.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Development, and if you're gonna supposedly, allegedly launch a console next year or the following year, we would already have, dev kits. We would already have, all kind of stuff like what we got with the PlayStation 6. Motherfuckers already leaking specs and all kind of shit already.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, like there is no there ain't no
there ain't no Xbox. It's all gonna be PCs and portable too. So they got two system chips in development. Meanwhile, Microsoft is just using off-the-shelf PC parts, Ryzen and shit. They using the PC shit.
They don't care. They'll call it a console though because Cerebon comes out.
Well, I know there's a lot of Xbox dudes owe us a lot of money in here, so they better pay
The only
up.
thing that's going to get through to them is the miracle of time.
Yeah, but
I'll be honest. This is what's going to happen, and I can't wait because it's going to happen, whether I like it or not. But Phil is going to come out there, or Satya or somebody is going to come out and sell them a bunch of PC shit and tell them they can go to Micro Center, get some parts and change this and change that. And then they're basically going to be like, you know, we're exiting the console space, but you're already in the Xbox ecosystem anyway. Again, your PC is an Xbox. They've been trying to sell you as your TV is an Xbox. They've been trying to sell you as your phone is an Xbox. So all the bot's gonna have to do is just say, I'm playing on my Xbox, whether it's an iPhone, Android, or whatever, and they still gonna ride the line from that. That's how I see this shit playing out.
Yeah, Windows. Yeah.
And that's messed up though. That's messed up that Microsoft really just going there. 40 million Xbox console gamers, and I'm into oblivion.
Nah, it ain't messed up. It ain't messed up. Microsoft gave they goofy asses years warning, but they choose to not fucking believe it. They choose to still fucking hang on to the fucking imaginary war. I don't blame Microsoft. It's their goofy ass. They holding on to this shit. They don't want to act like they don't know the difference between a goddamn ROG Ally X and a goddamn ROG Ally X with an Xbox stick on it. That's their fault.
Look, and we've been saying this. I told a lot of Xbox dudes online that attacked me and said, "Oh yeah, you lying because you're a PlayStation fan." ROG Xbox, the Xbox.
Damn, my guys, they call you a coon?
They call me every name but the child of God. They call me everything. What you call? I should be picking cotton back on the field. But it is what it is. But I tell them straight up, the Xbox ROG Ally is a PC. Like that's the problem. Microsoft is just giving y'all a dumbass marketing terms that y'all can jump on. And that's
why I always ask them, guys. I always ask them. I say, y'all ready? You ready for your Alienware Xbox?
Yeah, like
you know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, like I showed y'all the pictures of the Steam machines. That's what the so-called next Xbox is going to be. It's going to be different configurations, variants, and shit. Over $1,000. So I don't even think Xbox dude's going to pay for that. They don't even like paying for games. And the new CFO already mandated unrealistic.
Bill should have been fired for them not selling games or hardware because it's directly his fault for telling them not to do it.
Got more skinnier. I don't know what's up with him, but he's losing a lot of weight.
Yeah,
that's that Ozempic. That's that Ozempic.
Wait, hold on. We got
the premium plan.
We got a bill here. We got JD game. We see. Hey, get a bill from me. What's up, JD? Long time no see, bro.
JD Gamer?
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say? He said the problem is that he and Colin in the same interview said, give me my props for being right about Game Pass, only for 24 hours to pass and be wrong in 4K. So he just turned right around, I guess.
Man, we know that shit.
No, they fucking...
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
The bots, they'll just take whatever that's positive.
Yeah, like
how are they profitable? How are they profitable in Game Pass if they're not calculating the cost of making that fucking game? That's funny math. Like, come on.
We're not about to do this. Don't go out like that. Y'all don't need to go out like that. Y'all had such a good 30 minutes. Do not go out like that.
Wait. So, you think they are profitable? You think they're gonna You think they're gonna shake that?
If they is profitable. I mean, does it matter? They didn't close down all your goddamn studios and games, so I mean,
there's no proof. They're still closing down and layoffs and all this.
Everybody closing studios though. Everybody closing studios. These niggas is bullshit.
Nigga, they cancel Contraband.
They canceled third-party contracts they had.
Hold on. Let me finish. They cancel your whole fucking the reason Xbox exists. Fucking Forza Motorsports, man. They canceling fucking Sea of Thieves. They're canceling
Jason Ronald.
Blade is canceled. They cancel everything.
The hardware team. Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, what are we doing here?
The Surface team. I mean,
They got
you
out
can just
of
go
Europe.
along.
They got out of Brazil. They got Africa. They got, bro. What point, my nigga, is it going to hit you in your face like a fucking Mack truck?
Hit him in his ass.
What's going on?
Hit him in his ass.
I told you, it's time. Time is the only thing that's gonna show them.
How many more examples? Like, damn.
Time is the answer for sure. Just like you.
Get.
Like this, I don't get it.
I get it. At least I can he not even from America, right? He from third world.
Oh man. You said
TP.
Oh man.
For him.
Jacob. Yeah, I think this shit is really not gonna hit the hardcore Xbox fan until they do something to Game Pass. If they come out and start saying that we're not gonna do day and day, I think that's when they gonna really start seeing like, yeah, this shit might be really over.
I'm gonna tell you, Big Money, it ain't gonna work, Big Money. I'm gonna tell you why. You and me have been having this conversation for a couple of years now, and we kept asking, when is it gonna hit? Everything keep happening, and it never hits these niggas. These niggas never catch on, bro. They'll find some other kind of reason. Listen,
they're 10 toes down.
When you don't have a racer on your platform, bro, that tells you everything you need to know. Even Nintendo just came out with fucking Mario Kart. They got rid of Fable, brother. Like, I can't. That's like, bro. If Sony come out tomorrow and say they closing down Polyphony Digital, my nigga, it's over. It's done.
Well, we're gonna bill here. JD.
Go ahead, Buck.
Who is the new? Oh, another one from JD Gamer.
Yeah.
He said, no, you don't get to equate the same person, and then after he comes out and says, I was wrong, and now I have proof of its profitability, so stop with that narrative.
Okay, so I get the JD Gamer. Long time no see, bro. I hope all is well with you.
It's the play on words. It's the play on words.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Microsoft always playing on words, right?
Yeah.
They say that Game Pass is profitable, but if you don't count how much they spent to fucking make this shit, that makes no. It's a play on words, bro. Like, how fucking dumb can you get?
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like saying you make $100,000 a year, but if you don't count the taxes that they take out your check, that makes no fucking sense, nigga. You gotta pay taxes. Come on, man. Enough for this bullshit, man. We past the point of being retarded.
It's just a difference between third party and first party.
Let me ask you a question for you now. Oh, a little bit just kicked in my shit. Let me ask you a question for you now. Do you think all is going well for you guys? Like, you think you guys still gonna be around for more? Like, real talk, all the time. I'm talking you have
no console war shit, like aside, like as far as like what they got going on, bro. Like, obviously, shit is Game Pass or die. I think I say that every time I come on.
You said what? You said what?
It's Game Pass or die. That's clearly they plan. You know what I'm saying? That's what they gonna go on, and so they trying to get that cadence together as far as they release.
No. Okay. So let me say again. So when I'm talking about Xbox as a whole, overall. Like, you think you guys are? You don't think this is you're at the lowest? You're so less hardware and software than you ever did in your life. And you think you guys are still? You think you're still gonna be more new generation? You think you have a new generation coming around?
Yeah, they're gonna have another generation.
How?
But even though PC is like the
no, we're doing console shit. We're doing some console shit here.
Oh shit.
What happened?
I'm saying, even though PC is the number one, what the number one number as far as Game Pass, you know what I'm saying? Like, the console is still like
part of the shit as far as like distribution. Like you can't just like they sold what 35, 37 million?
No,
something like that.
No.
Yeah.
20. No.
Liar.
The Xbox count. We got to know. It's like 30. Okay. Well, listen.
That's the numbers, yo.
We got those numbers from the investment thing. But listen, what I'm saying is, like, bro, like real talk. Like,
I believe it, Z.
Who's making a console?
What you mean we're making it? Right? I mean, we don't know who making it, right? We don't know.
Okay, so
Xbox, then it ain't the console, fool. What you mean you don't know who?
Well, listen, what I'm telling you is how it works is that before it goes to Qualcomm, the R&D, they have dev kits like that.
Do all that R&D.
The developer outside of the console, the hardware. The developer, we talking about a console coming out in another 2-3 years.
AMD said they're not making custom silicon.
But no, you don't get that part. The developers will have to have dev kits. Listen. So, like, I look. So you got games that are coming out in development, right? That we don't know about. You know, the games. So you know, whatever the next, if whatever someone's working on, it might come out 2-3 years from now, right? They wouldn't need Xbox dev kits with this new console. We want to see new console 2027, 2028. We're only 2025. They have to have dev kits now. There are no dev kits. Like who's making these games? Like bro, like.
But that dev kit shit you talking about, that was in regards to the ROG Ally. Like we don't even know.
I'm talking about Lisa Sue said they're not making custom silicone for them, so that means there's no console.
So that means they not making a console. So the Xbox not making a console.
Yes, because that's what.
Yeah.
The PS5 has custom silicon. You cannot go to AMD and buy that shit. That's only PlayStation. Just like the Xbox, you cannot buy that APU from AMD. That only Xbox has that. They made that with the engineers at AMD. That's why I said, listen. Sarah Bond did that shit first and said consoles to string you guys along. You need to go back and listen to what Lisa Sue from AMD said. It's like a minute. She says they're not making custom silicon, and the next thing she said was Ryzen and Radeon, which is off-the-shelf PC parts. That's not custom.
But you sitting up here talking about something about a console that we ain't never seen before, and supposedly they finna do.
There is no console. That's what we're telling you.
Like, let's be real. All the capping shit that you trying to do, like, you just don't know.
We
don't know.
It's not cap.
Shit.
We're not telling you cap. You can go to AMD's site. You can go to YouTube right now and pull up the video and listen to it.
Slap the like button.
Just because you tell me. Can I speak? Just because you tell me that they not making a custom silicone, you finna just go on the hill and say that they ain't making a custom? That's how you gonna do? Is that what we do?
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
It's not a console.
That's how the console game has worked since the beginning of time.
In the future.
But we all know that it's not gonna be traditional. It's just gonna be different.
It's a PC. They just told you that. Bro. So they don't have to develop an Xbox version of the game. They only make one version of the PC, and that's it.
We gonna see.
What don't you get about this?
We gonna see, bro. We ain't gotta go back and forth about some shit we don't know.
The Ally, they asked them if there was going to be dev kits. They said no. Why? Because it's running on Windows 11.
Why are you even talking about it, ROG Ally?
You understand the power of
Why haven't they talked about dev kits at all for Xbox?
Yeah. Come on.
It's the power of persuasion.
They fired the hardware team. They fired them. They're gone.
Jason Ronald gone.
PC, it's going to be PC. I'm sorry to tell you guys this, but that's just what it is. They have contracts that they cannot emulate that shit on PC, or they'll get sued by everyone they have contracts with.
The moment, this is the only way you will get a W is if that next console come out and my library ain't native.
How?
That's the only way
it's not going to be.
How can it be?
You're not taking your Xbox console games with you. The only thing you'll have is the Play Anywhere PC games.
All right.
They've already talked about this. Hey, you know how I know this?
They might bring over some of the.
No, you can't.
No, listen. All you have to do, you don't have to listen to me. You could go to their own shit when they put the ROG Ally out and they talked about it because it's in frequently asked questions about that.
Sarah just said that our library is going to be able to carry over.
No,
they're talking about PC Play Anywhere. They're not talking about your console games. They're running you guys in circle.
Let me explain to you like this. So you have your library, right? So you take a game, give me a game. You say take Battlefield, right? Battlefield, you have an Xbox, you have it on PC, right? So when you on your Xbox One, so you have the reason why you can't put an Xbox game inside your PC, you know what I mean? Because you have it's licensed outside of the license, the way that it's made, you know, the custom to read this shit, right? It's not the same you can't on your PC. So for them to take that, you know how you so now you niggas download all these old PC games, old Nintendo games on PC and play them. They're not real games. They're like bootleg games. You know what I mean? You can't legally do that. It's the same thing with you know what I mean with that. If it was a PC and it's not a console, it's not custom. Like it's a PC. Like watch this. This new thing is you're not gonna be able to play Grand Theft Auto on it. That's you didn't go that far. You just do ROG Ally or whatever you think's going on, whatever. You can't play Grand Theft Auto on that thing.
Because it's a PC.
It's a PC.
Bro, you don't spend 80 billion plus whatever the fuck they spent as far as gaming.
That's $24. You
They
think?
spent 80 billion, and here they is. They got rid of like more than half of that shit the other day, bro.
yeah, like you bugging, bro.
Not more than bro. Microsoft as a whole got rid of 4%. So what is he talking about?
We're talking about Xbox.
We're not talking about Microsoft. We're talking about Xbox, bro.
So if Microsoft 4%, then that Xbox is even smaller. That's what I'm saying. Like,
what type of math is that?
Yeah, it's wow.
No, you're not listening. Xbox itself, they got rid of what? There's no more turn 10, right? There's no more what's other games that they canceled? A bunch of games. They laid off 50% of mostly
the initiative got closed down and never
the
made
initiative is gone.
All of that. What I'm saying is they closed all that shit down and
they dedicate Three's probably in jeopardy.
They defunded the rest. That's what we're saying.
That shit was ugly, but I mean everybody do it, bro. That's what it is. Like y'all, everybody do it.
Yeah.
No, you just said you don't spend $80 billion to do X, Y, Z. Well, they spent $80 billion and they just laid off more than half of the motherfuckers and closed all that shit. They bought all that shit. Turn around and get rid of that shit. That's crazy.
They just came out and said that 40 games that's still coming out showed.
No. What they said, and
they said the games that they showed.
They said the games that they showed at the summer showcase are safe. They didn't show Fable
or State of Decay.
They didn't show State of Decay. They didn't show Perfect Dark. They didn't show none of the shit. The games that you anticipating, they didn't show none.
And those were the games that were coming first because they showed them 4 and 5 years ago.
Yes.
They were going to be the games that come out sooner.
Yeah, we still got to see. We still got to see what the full.
Hey, they cut the MMO that ESO was working on, the other new IP that was supposed to be good, and they were close to being done with it.
Listen, Elder Scrolls gone, all that shit gone, bro. Like what part?
They cut half. They cut the studio. They cut their. They were working on other projects. They cut them. There were third-party companies who had contracts with Microsoft for games that they just cut.
Yep.
You don't understand what happened.
It's
not over. There's still more shit coming out every day. There was shit today that came out more.
Fam, if you go look at that show we did when we looked at that show, that summer cake, you can hear everybody at the end of the show, all of us saying where those games are at. All of us asking like where those games at.
Yep.
Those are the games we was anticipating, and then right after that, we said to ourselves, it's a reason why they didn't show those games. And a week later, we found out the reason. And all those games that they didn't mention one by one we hear that they canceled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blade gone. All that shit gone, bro.
Now, they did say State of Decay is safe for now, but that's for now. That don't mean the next quarter they might be gone.
There's still no release date for it. They still ain't showing no gameplay for it.
And it's been more than 5 years that they showed State.
Don't it supposed to come out this year?
No, nobody knows. There's no date.
Nobody
they haven't shown it. They only showed it like 4 or 5 years ago. And that was
anything on State of Decay.
And they say Halo is in development hell.
Yeah, that should have been in development. That should have been like, they've been fucked up. They've been fucked up. I've been on their ass about that though. I'm a Halo guy.
You know what?
And
usually
that
with
goes down to
with a big
management.
company like this, and you, yeah, when you start seeing mass people leaving and mass people getting fired, that means something on the horizon is not going to be good. Like I don't think we heard the last of what's going on.
They are definitely. Microsoft with some bullshit with that. They trying to overinvest in that shit. They trying to be first and all that.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
They want to be a publisher. That's all it is. They're going to be the biggest third-party publisher.
They want to make a bunch of cheap AI fucking games just to fill in the Game Pass. But that's not going to bring Game Pass subscribers. Only the big Game Pass subscribers, bro.
They will see their numbers go down because think about it. That shit just came out about that. We know that they put COD in there and they only seen it pick up 2%. So if you're putting COD in there and it ain't bringing a ton of new subscribers, nothing will. No matter what you do, it don't matter. Because think about it, COD's the biggest shooter every year.
That's one thing you can't deny. The numbers been going. It might not be as fast as niggas expect it to be, but they steady going. And then
it takes you put the biggest shooter in there and it doesn't move it.
I'm just saying, like,
they're supposed to be at over 50 right now. They're only at fucking what, 30?
The Expedition 33 release was like a release for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that isn't getting new subscribers to Game Pass. I'm sorry to tell you.
That's just filling the people who are already there.
Because nobody knew it was even coming. Nobody knew what that was. They took a stab in the dark and that paid off. Yes, but that was pure luck.
No, I was just about to ask him because I know he said he loved Game Pass. Now, if they come out and say that they're no longer doing day and date in Game Pass, is that gonna like hit home with you? Like, yeah, they might be giving up on this if they stop day and date on Game Pass. Hello? Did he leave?
What happened?
Phenom. Phenom.
He must not have heard it, yeah.
Oh, he must have left. Oh, shit.
Nah, he playing like a bitch.
Why you got to do that to him, man? Damn.
He's still here.
Yeah, but no, on some real shit, I've been telling these Xbox dudes that y'all are being not only sidelined but also being sold out. So when
that's what I said. They need to go read the articles and shit so they can get informed.
Yeah. In fact, he did you pick the what the new CFO said in the new news and shows?
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, because it is a woman, they thought that this was going to be another Sarah Bond. No, this woman coming to clean up house. She coming to clean up house.
Them fucking accountants, them penny pinchers, they don't fuck around.
That's why not even Satya Nadella would go up against her. Look.
Yeah, hey, Phenom.
Write all the checks.
Hold on, Chad.
I'm back. Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, bro?
Nah, I had a phone call. I just got back.
Oh, I said if they stop doing day and day with Game Pass, because I know you say you like Game Pass. If they stop doing day and day with Game Pass, if they announce that in a couple of months, is that gonna get you over the hump? Is that gonna get you to say, yeah, they might be giving up on this shit?
No, that's 100% giving up, without question. Yeah. Because that's what ultimately enticed the service at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's
what I was saying,
that's the biggest sign, but I mean, I don't see that happening. But that's one of the biggest indicators is them rolling back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all gonna buy this shit now? It don't make no sense no more. But until then,
hey, they already removed day and date from the lower tier, so don't say they won't.
Yeah,
but if you're a real Xbox, then you understand that the lower tier shit. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
shit.
we all understand that. That's why we're telling you, so you understand.
It was
either they gonna stop doing day and day, or they gonna raise that price to like $25-$30 of Game Pass.
Yeah,
because they gotta make up for the back end with the PC, because the PC people ain't paying no $20. They not doing that, so they gonna have to raise that price somewhere.
They only pay $10. Yeah.
So they're gonna have to make that up somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's crazy. They didn't inform, like, they don't inform their investors. They don't tell them about how much, because I looked at how many people were out there laughing about Spider-Man cost $300 million, and I'm thinking to myself, like, Microsoft got 30 fucking studios. Just imagine how many $300 millions they spending, like, and they not telling their fucking investors that. And they telling people that Game Pass is fucking making money, and it's not. That shit is expensive.
What I noticed that they do is it's two separate entities. They treat their first party like strictly 1,000% in-house. So like, the Game Pass is different as far as third party.
But you know why they do that though, right? They do that to make it look better than what it is.
I wouldn't necessarily say to make it look better. I would just say like
putting that money in there, that doesn't make sense.
This is my thing. They already.
Phenom, you got to look at it like this. I know you're a big Game Pass guy. I'm not. So I'm like the average Joe to Game Pass. I might get Game Pass 2 or 3 times out of a year. Now it's 12 months in a year. Just imagine how many people out there. It ain't a lot of people out there like you. You probably got it for a year. You probably got it for a whole year. It's very, the percentage of people that has it for a year is very low. And let's look, how many consoles they sold? What, 28 million? 35 million. Now, out of that 35 million, it's probably 2% of people that's out there paying for Game Pass for a whole year. Everybody else is like me. The only time I get Game Pass is when it's a game on there that I want to play. Other than that, I'm good.
Well, it depends.
Ain't too many people out there getting no Game Pass for a whole year.
You got all type of consumers when it comes to like subscription service type shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas fail for a little bit. Some niggas try games. Some niggas just beat the game on that bitch. Like, there's all type of.
You know how we know what Big Money is saying is true? Because if they had them kind of numbers, they would be saying.
They would be saying.
That's just that. Yeah, because think about it. PlayStation has shown us the PlayStation Plus numbers for years, and they've been around 50 million for years. Like it'll go up a couple million here, go down, but it's been around the same thing about, for 2 gens now.
And just think about it. When they came out, the last time they came out, Game Pass numbers is when Starfield came out, because they knew a lot of people was gonna subscribe for that month. So that's when they put oh shit, we over 35 million. Like, bro, they do that. They do that intentionally when it's a big game coming out like Starfield. Other than that, we ain't heard shit from them. We didn't get no numbers when Indiana Jones came out. We didn't get no numbers when Hellblade 2 came out. We didn't get nothing. They didn't sell anything.
All we get is percentages.
Numbers were low.
They don't give us numbers. They just give us percentages and folks.
Yeah.
And they haven't recorded a negative yet. That's the only thing I do. So you gotta take that deal.
Oh man, he said that's all I'm worried about, man.
But you see, again,
I'm just keeping it real.
You see, how they listen. Go ahead.
That I figured it out. That COD shit. They say there's 30 million Game Pass subscribers. Okay, they said it only went up 2% from that. That's 600,000 subscribers. That ain't fucking shit. Whenever you're spending how many hundreds of millions, and there's more than 12 studios working on that one game,
and those are not.
And then you're not, and then And then you're not adding that into the equation of the Game Pass because that's your first party studio. You're paying to make that game, and that's not in the equation. So of course it's going to be profitable because you're not putting that on there.
And of course, we're not saying all 30 of their studios are making AAA games, but at least 10 or 12 of them motherfuckers are.
Yep.
Like, bruh, they like the money.
Those
like
are $100 million games.
Bruh, I'm telling you, it is crazy. They spending the operating costs that they're spending. It's just it blows Sony away.
Insane.
Pardon me? We'll go blow away. Wait. Pardon me?
Oh, shut up.
Oh man.
Oh man, pardon me. Stall me out, huh? Stall me out.
What'd you say, Jacob?
Nah, I was just gonna say, if you can't see how they finagle the numbers to get the outcome that they want, those Game Pass numbers are not concurrent. Those are not how many people are subscribed right now, because some people, they subscribe this month and then they cancel their subscription and then they don't subscribe to it for another 3, 4, 5 months. So they're not going to give you like, they're giving you how many people have ever signed up. They're not going to give you how many that signed up right now. And Microsoft, they're good at hiding them numbers and doing all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it's something positive, they'll come out and scream it to the top of the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When it's you got all these analysts got to go and do research, and the reason we found out how many consoles they actually sold is not from Microsoft. Right, we got to find out from like people like AMD that said, see, AMD will say we've manufactured 120 million chips, thus far. So if PlayStation come out and PlayStation give you numbers, they gonna scream to the rooftop how many consoles they sold. If Sony come out and say we just sold 90 million chips.
Yeah,
I mean 90 million.
Simple math.
Well, each PlayStation requires a chip. That means how many chips are left? There's only so many left. That means Xbox got the rest, right? Because Nintendo don't even do the AMD chips. So it's just common sense, bro. Like they're not at no fucking 30, 40 million goddamn consoles sold. So like y'all, I know in y'all head, y'all think, damn, they should at least be at this number, but they're not. They're doing worse than they did in the Xbox One generation. It's only been we're going on in November. It'll be 5 years in this console generation, right? PlayStation is sitting around 92 million consoles sold in 5 years, right? Last generation Xbox got to what, 50-something million, 55 million. Well, we're at halfway point right now. So what's half of that? Around 20, 25, right? Around 25. So that the numbers add up, bro. We're not just making shit up. These people that's coming, these analysts, they see the numbers. Microsoft don't have to tell them. They get the numbers from AMD. They get the numbers.
Their
from
hardware is down 30%. Their hardware is down 30%.
From retailers. And if you want, we can go back and just look at every single month of MPD for every year for the last 4 years, right? Going on 5 years. That'll give you the numbers.
Wait, they got a tornado? They got a tornado in Washington? What the hell?
In DC, yeah. Washington,
tornado?
Damn.
Yeah, tornado. They got storm and shit up there. Yeah.
That's crazy.
A tornado?
I'm feeling real bad over here.
Yeah, you don't.
Yo, the Anunnaki coming. Yo, the Anunnaki coming back, yo.
Yeah. Hey, Z, you know who over there too? That BB Netanyahu. He over there too.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah, he in DC.
Damn. Oh man.
They said the Antichrist. Oh man.
Yeah. The one in Nuru coming back or something. What's up with that blue rain they have there in Texas? That blue goddamn rain.
Yeah, you see that shit?
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, seeding. There's cloud seeding to help it rain.
Yeah.
For the crop.
And then the seed that you got there went to the motherfucking it's flooded. Oh
no, it doesn't. It doesn't cause flooding. No.
I think they fucked up. That's a whole coincidence. Someone said the city that was flooded 2 days later. No, that was too much seed.
We don't know.
That's too much seed.
Not being no conspiracy theory.
I don't go with that. What are the odds? We're talking about the White House. We're talking
Trump. They do the seeding.
Yeah, no,
and people that had tarp, they had tarp out there, and the rainwater was blue. Well, that comes from the seeding.
Yeah.
And then literally 2 days later,
yes,
we got this flood that comes in that
out of
nobody
nowhere.
knew
Out of
nowhere, no warning, no nothing, and it floods the whole fucking town, bro. That shit crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Hold on.
I know what seeding. The seeding is what that's the. We're talking about this administration here, when
people put those together in videos though, and they won't have anything to do with each other. They'll just pretend that it actually happened. There was some AI made videos that came out before that you did the same thing, and they showed the, weather.
I don't know. Well, then you see them, Rouse said, "Came out, sorry, we can't do our job." Like he came on and said, "It's like, yo, man."
Same thing with the air traffic controllers. It's hard to do your job when you're getting rid of people that do the job.
Yeah. Any Trump supporters here? We got any Trump supporters? Oh no, man. Who in the chat rocking with Trump? Who in the chat rocking with Trump? You know who Trump? Yeah, all right. Listen, Melo don't come back here too much more and talk, man. You done kind of ran Melo off, man. You done ran.
He comes back to lurk.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird. Ro Howard here don't say shit. Ro Howard here, we have his mic muted. Like, yo,
Bro said, man, my brother Mello said, man, fuck these niggas. They ain't got their vertical garden.
Yo, see these cool. Oh, Pastor ran on the plan B. Pastor ran on the plan B.
Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I already bought like 5 vertical gardens for Mello, man, just in case. The end of the world.
Hey, yo, Mello ran on plan B.
You're not gonna get shit. You use a mirror.
Oh shit. Hey, bro, what you saying? Bro, gonna steal me some Monsanto seeds?
Oh, man.
Gonna be malnutrition.
Oh, man.
Is it right?
He gonna sell me some corn that ain't got no corn on it.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, Melo, let me my garden. Let me tell you some real talk, right? You still hold medicine. Yo, fucking, that was one of the, how you say, asinine? How we got talking about gardening and lima beans and plums and cucumbers and shit? We talking about tariffs? Like, nigga, wait, yo, that nigga having such a bad history. I called Jerome, he left me Jerome. Yo, I was on the crowd, I said, yo, Jerome, hey, hold on here, man. That nigga having a bad history. Like, what the fuck?
I said, stop.
What the fuck does growing cucumbers have to do with
I don't fucking know.
He said, Mello. He said, man, fuck all that. Y'all worrying about all that goofy. Don't worry about no tariffs. Y'all need to be growing y'all gardens.
Yo, I said, Mello.
Y'all need to be prepared.
I said, Mello, how could you vote for taking Black history out of the schools? Well, if you know, that's your problem. You depend on the man. I said, what? Wait, hold on. Why did take everyone but take us and leave us and we'll take us out? You don't have a problem with that, Mello? Since your problem, you're depending on the government. Like, no. How could you vote for that? It's okay to leave everyone else there and take ours out? Oh man, like you gotta make that make sense. Like, what are you talking here, man? How are you okay with that? Like, how are you okay with that? Like, They got lima beans here, man. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a pretty common narrative around that. Especially that day. Actually, that was a talking point for all the.
I'm just saying, but it's like real talk. As being a person of color,
the far right influencers and shit.
How could you be okay with that? No, say I was right man for the job. I don't know what the fuck are you talking about here right now, man? How are you okay moving like this to schools? What are you talking about? He went directly
because it wasn't an Indian woman.
I don't know.
Basically.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Him and Wiki Brown, like, I ain't gonna lie. So what you were saying yesterday, like, yo, that shit is like, it's yeah. So like, what you want to take? You want a woman? You want a woman? Like you nigga, like, bro, like, damn, like that nigga's bugging.
Yeah, she's gonna have PMS and accidentally push a button and kill us all. That was always.
Like, bro, like, at that
Trump
point,
would never do that.
At one point, I gotta say, I wanted the right man for the job. Like, what is this like this going on? Next, our country, like, the shithole what's going on here right now. Taking all these niggas like, bro, like, you tell me, I want my money to go to Medicaid. You don't want your taxes to go to Medicaid when nigga, two pennies. Your money goes to the black budget and then the military contracts. That's what our taxes go to. What are you talking about?
They said that was all capped though. That we weren't gonna lose any Medicare.
Like I don't know. Yeah. They just going like when you.
They were just trolling.
Yeah,
Trump's just trolling.
Hey, Buck, just like the fucking tax for tip.
Yeah, which isn't even a permanent thing. It's just
and then on top of that, it's only up to $25,000.
Yeah, so it's a scam.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they voted for it, so they voted for it. Yeah, big mama ain't got no goddamn. She can't get no medicine no more. So
well, that's why you got vertical farms. See, that's why you got to get around like-minded people. I said, you now life done got harder. I ain't had to worry about playing cucumbers and vitamins. Though I ain't worried with it. Life done got harder.
You start pressing your own pills.
I ain't gonna look. Yo, I ain't gonna let the shit they come up with. Oh man.
Hey, Z, doesn't Mello live in Chicago? How the fuck is he growing shit in the middle of winter?
Bro, we're talking about Mello here, nigga. We're talking about Mello.
Oh man.
What are you talking about? We're talking about Mello.
He said preserves.
I told
man. He got them. He got preserves.
It don't matter. He use a mirror.
Yeah,
that's why it's vertical.
Yeah.
No nutrition.
Start my brother.
I can't. He was also like, I said, Mello. So what do you want? Oh, you just lost their jobs, Mello. What Medicaid? What? I don't care what. You need to get you a real job. I said, no, you was a goddamn Walmart, Peter Mello. What the fuck are you talking about? Give me $100 to borrow from you. Cut the cable back on, bitch. Like, what the fuck are you talking about here? Like, I don't like that dude sometimes, man. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're back tomorrow. We're back. Actually, we're back. What time is the red show? Is it what time tomorrow?
I think it's 4 or 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Wait, red show is at 5 o'clock East Coast time?
No.
Yeah, we need to find out when they're rare. Yeah, when they close it up shop.
Yeah, I wonder what time is red. I want to see when that red show tomorrow. Let's see, that's what I'm talking about.
They trying to skip whole game getting shown tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm gonna do them both. Well, yes, what time is
Yeah, we go. Hey Z, you gonna do one with a grand opening and the other with a grand closing?
Grand opening, grand closing. Oh, what they have? Wait, hold on. What they have on their show at? Let me see. Where's it on? Be on Twitch? Let me see. Tomorrow, after Microsoft Color Rock Studio Rare will discuss the future of CFTs. Let's see, what do you have in this live stream at? The Rock at 10 a.m. So in the morning. We had 3 Rock will be at 3 p.m. UK, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we take a look at the new season. All right, man. Yeah, tomorrow, man. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoyed the show today. We'll be back in tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, absolutely. Ghost of Yours. When does Ghost of Yours come out? When is it released?
Ghost of Yours? Yeah. It's only released in August.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
August,
October.
September. October.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, October.
October 2nd.
Hey, Joe.
Okay.
That's
Ghost of Yours. I mean, that's Lost Soul Aside releasing
Lost
August.
Soul Aside went August, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We have some funny today, man. I ain't gonna lie, these niggas living a alternative lifestyle or something. They got their own facts here. They don't want to believe
CZ,
yeah.
CZ, we weren't even gonna do a show today, bro, and we ended up doing a good show, man.
Yeah, man. Man. Hey, Phenom, I want you ain't no Phenom, nigga. I think you got all number dudes in your contact list too. Dudes with BBL.
Hit the like button for me.
How do you niggas think they get in the costume? Like, what?
Yeah. Tony's talking about hit the like button, nigga.
Hey, I vote Phenom over Pastor Joe. Oh man.
Yo, so
definitely.
Yo, hey, well, listen how bro needs to start coming around more. But listen, how could you even say what? Hey, because Xbox, Sony, what is Sony saying? Is that what they do on this channel? Is that what it's talking about on this channel, or like that's just crazy?
Yeah, the only thing Pastor talks about is Sony weird shit that.
Whatever. Yeah.
But Z, I mean, all he had over there, he had what? Levon on his show. He had what? Mello.
Freddie.
Freddie. He had Freddie. So just look who he got on his show. You know what I'm saying?
No, what you say? We're trying to have a Rick. He asked me a question.
We know what Pastor Joe doing, man.
I try to how do you say Rick character and have a simple conversation. Yeah, and
he's hiring political refugees.
Oh man, I don't know.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm asking me, how the hell what are you talking about? If Sony's did what is Sony did, what are you talking about? Asking is that like, man, Joe, like, bro, I'm gonna stop talking to you, nigga.
They can never stay on topic.
No, I would never try to have a real gaming conversation with him over again. Like I took my time. This shit hurt me talking. This shit is painful. I'm talking like what you talking about. Like, how do you get that? Like what is Tony saying? No. Well, why is this the Death Stranding coming to Pastor? What the fuck are you talking about? Death Stranding's a fucking it's a 9-year-old goddamn game. What you came up 9 years ago? What the fuck are you talking about here, nigga?
Concord. And it's not a Sony first-party studio. That's
Even it was a 9-year-old goddamn game.
It ain't gonna matter because Spouse ain't gonna play the shit no way. Even though even if it was in Game Pass.
Hey, you know what? If anybody out there write a book and it's saying how a YouTuber gets started on YouTube, the first chapter is go to Z channel, because that's where everybody go to get started. They go to his channel and they go to build their own channel. So if anybody write a book, that's where they go. Oh, the second chapter is after you go to his channel, don't invite him to your channel.
Oh,
that's gonna be the second
I ain't gonna lie to him. I won't go right in any goddamn way. I ain't gonna do this shit. That's accurate.
Hey, my shit won't grow though.
Yo, I'm like, yo, you gotta start doing that more than he doing here. Hey, game killer, let's kick it. Game killer.
Sleep like a motherfucker.
No, game so slow. Game roll slow. Roll slow. It's my man though. Game killer.
Got 9 cats.
Oh man. Yo, you know game told the man that crap game got his ass locked with his teeth and I walk on the dog.
Yeah.
For real, hell yeah.
Yeah, that nigga mama busting
yeah.
Grandma.
She whooped that nigga ass with a can.
Chongla.
Call a nigga. Say, Preston, take the dog out. Preston, nigga named Preston.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nah, that nigga name was Bartholomew.
Oh, man.
She said, Bartholomew? Bartholomew.
Hell yeah, though. Yeah, we like,
come on, Grandma. I'm with my friends on the porch on the game. They need me.
I said, oh, man. Yo, that shit remind me of this nigga. I was watching this little clip of this nigga preaching in his nigga preaching in his bedroom and shit, right? His girl came in and was like, cut that shit down. I said, oh, shit. He was in his bedroom giving a fiery sermon. Because Lord said, Lord said, the girl said, turn that shit down. I said, oh, man. And clean his room up. That shit was funny as hell on that clip. He said, yeah, because God said, clean his room up. Turn that shit down. I said, oh, shit. Oh, man.
You gotta find that clip, bro. You gotta find that clip.
Yeah.
She said, turn that shit down, you're gonna walk 3 shoes. 2 on your feet and 1 in your ass.
1 in your ass.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I just want to post a tweet from David Jaff. He said, can you please educate me on why if anyone cares if games are sustainable? If it is or not, they will kill it. Move on to the next thing. In the meantime, why not just enjoy it? Yeah, get out of here, nigga.
Yeah, you know, Jeff.
Yeah.
He'll go and do 10 videos on that shit.
Yeah, Rory Griffin. Yeah, Rory Griffin. He don't need nigga. Well, anyway, we out here. Somebody rock off with you guys. I'll be back tomorrow around like 3. Tyreek Hill is too fast. Oh, man. Buddy. Yo. This your first game of football? This your first one? Jerome?
Huh?
This your first game of football? You playing this your first game?
Yeah. My son was be playing it mostly. I'm on my portal right now playing it. Checking it out.
Oh yeah. They know you ready if I can beat your ass. At least I can beat on. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie.
That's bad.
Hey, Ray.
Can't wait to see this Yo.
I already told you, Z. I'm a win one time and never play you ever
again. As you should, absolutely.
You whooped our ass. Me, Teddy, and Texas.
I told him when the Texas. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Lying. That nigga lying. Man,
yeah, LBK. He didn't beat me either. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna have to go back to that screen. That nigga ain't beat me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That nigga. Hey yo, you see this shit with Jay-Z? That nigga out of here. I was arguing with King this morning. I said, man, that's his goddamn son. Let me check that goddamn test.
With Nicki Minaj going at him?
Yeah, well, you know what, him taking the return test with that boy. The reason why he's fighting that shit so much, because that nigga, I mean, what he said, the boy mother was 15. You know what I mean? Wrote 16. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't his son. Why you put a JC put a lien on the lady house, on his aunt house and everything? Like that's crazy. Like bro, this was that's some scumbag shit, my nigga. You got way too much money for that though. You acting like that. We doing it like like shit, nigga. Like,
nah, hey, Z, I'm listen, you know how they used to do back in England, right? When some shit like that pop off? It's just like in the Game of Thrones, man. They got a whole bunch of bastards. They used to take care of them from a distance, but they give them the money to keep them quiet.
He didn't do that.
Like, but these hoes, like, today, in modern, they want to be recognized. They want to be on Twitter and all that. They be fucking up the bread, bro. Like, you got like, if niggas would just shut the fuck up and get the bag and live their life, but hoes want to, like, I don't understand that shit. And that's why 50 Cent...
They be seeing that shit as a come-up.
Yeah, that's why 50 Cent be treating his other son like that. He be like, nigga, I'm 50 Cent, nigga. You want to be out here clout chasing for little pennies and a little attention, nigga? You know how much I'm worth? Like, nigga, all you gotta do is shut the fuck up, call your daddy on the low and say, hey, daddy, do something, put me in a movie or something. That nigga gonna hook you up, but you wanna be...
That nigga, he could have been Kanan.
Never tear down.
Yeah, he could have been Kanan. In his TV show, he could have been Kanan.
You know what I'm saying?
He could have been Kanan.
No matter what your mama tell you about your daddy, you still came out that nigga nutsack. And if that nigga is on, nigga, you like, fuck all that bullshit. And I get it. It's really the women's fault, bro. It's really the women's fault. They put that shit in their kids' head. Like, bitch, you the reason the nigga don't fuck with his kid because of you. Yeah. Every man will want to fuck with their kid, but it's because the bitch is not. But looking at situations like that, I'd be like, they be fucking up their own thing. Like, I don't blame that nigga for not. It's like, nigga, you out here on the internet putting me out here doing this, saying all this bullshit, asking for more child support. Nigga, you 30 years old. What the kind of whole ass shit is that?
See how Anthony Edwards took care of that shit.
And he tried to put his son up. His son would have been what that is, Flight Club.
Yeah, Sneak Club. Yeah,
Flight Club. Yeah. And he took that money, and he took them shoes and just instead of making a business out of it.
But see that's his mama with that shit. That's what like
she brainwashed the
boys, man. Yeah. Like them hoes don't want they husband sons. Like them hoes, man, that's the worst thing ever, bro. Like that's why I say even no matter what happened between your mom and daddy, bro, that's still your daddy. You don't know what the circumstances in their relationship is, and if that nigga get on some kind of way, you don't want to blow what you got. How you know that nigga ain't gonna leave you? Nigga's gonna leave you a fucking inheritance.
He probably took your ass off that bitch.
He probably knows that now, but when he was a kid,
his other kids, his other family and kids and shit, all his money, and that nigga ain't even mention you because you done fucked up the whole goddamn thing. It's a lot of people I know like that. Yeah.
I'm going right now with damn
listen, my nephew don't fuck with my brother right now. Not because my brother did anything to him. My brother took care of all his schooling, took care of everything. Man, brought him all kind of Macs, phones, everything. He don't fuck with him because his mama, cause his mama talk bad about him, whatever. Your daddy didn't do this week or that week, so he don't fuck with his daddy because of that. And
I only heard one side of the story.
And so once he turned 18, my brother was thinking, well, he 18 now, I can, you know what I'm saying? So like, fuck that bitch. I'ma just, you know what I'm saying, deal with him directly. And he still don't want to fuck. Well, no, cause
he already brainwashed. It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late, bro. And I told my little brother that. I said, man, he's already a mama's boy. He done already, you know what I'm saying? She fucked him. She fucked him because he's not gonna let another girl in his life because she gonna run him off. Like hoes really they don't love their kids, bro. They don't. They use them. They don't.
All they do is fuck them.
Their kids. Because if you're a woman and you really love your fucking son or your daughter, you would make sure no matter what bullshit went through y'all, that they daddy is in their life. Make sure that they daddy get to see him, no matter how much money he give you or whatever. It's very rare that a man don't want to be around his kids or see his daddy. That's rare. But 9 times out of 10, you know what it takes to just even get to see your kids, all the bullshit you gotta go through, all the money you gotta go through and all that.
That's the thing I want to talk about, J-Dub, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that, bro.
Every now and then a nigga be like, fuck it, you got it.
Yeah.
I see the nigga eventually.
Yeah, I mean, just shit just fucked up. I see it every day, all day.
Hey, Jerome, he ain't lying. Jerome, you ain't lying.
Man, that nigga true right now.
That DDG nigga dealing with that shit right now with Halle Bailey.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm dealing with that shit right now. Hey, yo, you know, I had my lessons in day zero.
I'm dealing with it. I was though.
I see y'all ain't gonna do that. Go on. I'm done.
See, it shows you, nigga. Nigga, I paid it damn near at $1 million, nigga, and I still eating up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that nigga ain't shit. Like, bitch, you know how much money I gave you, and you still talking about I ain't shit? What kind of whole ass shit is that?
That's why when a female tell me a nigga a deadbeat or something now, like, I don't really be believing it. I be like, nah, ain't no way. If he a deadbeat, call him right now and ask him if he want to see his child.
You know what it is, LB? When the bitch
these whole ass niggas be believing these hoes.
Yeah, listen, when a bitch asks me for something and I say yeah, I'm the greatest father in the world. But the minute I say no, I ain't nothing but a whole ass nigga.
A whole ass nigga. I knew you wasn't shit.
You see how that shit is? Hell no. Nah. Fuck. Man, fuck. Hell nah.
If I gotta be a yes man to see my kid, nigga, I don't know about that, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
You ain't just finna be walking over, nigga.
He's going to take my ass. What's going on, LK? What happened? What happened here, man? What happened, LK?
Go get your get back with yours, man.
What happened, LK? What happened, man?
Go get your get back.
I'm tired of I'm like whole time, people.
Go get your get back, nigga.
Yo. Oh man, she got to be careful with green card. Ghosted his ass. Hey, move, yo. Hey, well, ladies and gentlemen, we got this one. I'll see you on tomorrow. And yes, try to rock that line. Who though? It was raining hard as hell up here. Like, ain't no goddamn shit. Like, who? We ain't got no goddamn flood, man. We out of here, man. We gone.